Hey, what's up?
Well, we're gonna have some fun with this one. Fellow Maynard and Stankola go live. She sounds pretty drunk already, but what they're doing is a role reversal from the Lee Pleatherman and Jelly Bridge Burner show, where Philemon's the one that's effeminate and actually, you know, talking kind of like a girl and trying to be sexy voice like Jelly Bridge Burner. And then Nicola is taking over on the male role, trying to be the gruff Sasquatch, whatever you want to call that there. Okay, but it's interesting. You're going to hear right off the bat some of the BS, and I'm going to try to disprove as much as I can as we're going along. I'm already probably 15 minutes behind. So let's keep in mind before I get going, they're going to go, oh, they lie about us, and all of this other stuff, right, as great Christians as they're lying, right? Or the great Christian fellow Maynard. I don't know who else, the Luciferians that he cucks to, Philemon. He cucks to quite a few quite a few Luciferians as this great Christian fellow Maynard spews his bullshit. Now, before we get going, some of the reasons why I just block these assholes from my chat and start talking shit about them is because back in the day when him and OJM and Stankola and others would want to live stream and start talking shit about myself, well, I gave them a whole afternoon, like 5 hours of refuting their bullshit in the chat, right? And then at the end of the show, guess what happened? Mr. Cox gets banned, so all of that work gets deleted. Book burning, yes, book burners right here, right? The double reverse book burners were at the beginning of this stream. Philemon is well, actually, Nicola brought it up that What's Truth Children were filming the flogging LARP video, right? They're going to peddle that stuff as what they do is try to bring in people that have Stockholm syndrome that they've attacked, like lonely losers like Diana X that are always on sabbatical, right? And easily formidable minds where they peddle their bullshit, attack the person for not believing them, and then all of a sudden the Stockholm syndrome kicks in with people like Diana X and they're besties all of a sudden, right? Because, oh, Mr. Cox has been talking so horrible about people, right? Well, let's get into it.
So she's married, right?
Oh my God.
We're talking about
God.
Penny.
Let it out, Nicole. Let it out.
Yeah, just rail them.
To wear her wedding band, when she sends out all of these, like, shite pictures to these guys. I'm in the shower.
Very broad. Not nothing. See, there's no specifics here. Just pure fantasy. I don't know about any of these details, but the way they embellish things, like What's Truth's children film the flogging video, right? They're trying to peddle that right off the bat. So anything these guys are trying to peddle as well, they really don't know the difference between plural and singular, past tense, present tense, and the future, right? They just don't know these things. Just an FYI. Oh yeah, and they call people like myself a scumbag, and then I'm gay and so forth. When Philemon's the one here doing the feminine voice, let's put it that way, trying to do his sex trolling like Jelly Bridge Burner would do, right? With Lee Pleatherman. Ugh.
And she's got her wedding ring on, shameless hussy bitch. And I saw what you said about me in Aaron. Just do us all a favor. If you're gonna talk shit, unblock us before you mention our names, okay, bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, she.
Wow.
You know what? I remember her going off
Okay,
on.
so we can go by that right there. So these guys, Philemon, Nicola, and OJM, ended up on my channel first, keeping score at all these debates I was apparently losing, right? So they go live on me, start talking all this shit, and then burn all of my refutes against their bullshit in their chat room at the end. They let me do all that work as a troll move, and then ban me, right? So all of that work is gone. Just an FYI. Now they're crying, oh, if you're going to talk crap about us, unban us. Now, just like they say, no quarter, right? No quarter given to book burners.
On to Cohn's ex, calling her a chav and all fucking dirty. That's exactly what she is. She is still That's her all day. All day. Nasty whore. And of course,
Great
it's
Christian
like no
channel here, you
surprise
guys.
that like her and Aaron are like totally, they're cool. They can be cool because they're garbage.
Huh.
Every person in his chat.
So Fellowmon running to the main supporter of the rodent that's a sex offender and doing damage control to the main supporter that gave a sex offender thousands of dollars. That's not garbage work. The same where Fellowmon goes and does damage control for Eric Spitfire that did a suicide LARP, right? That's lying his ass off about his intentions and the way he figured it all out. That he did a suicide LARP for a sex offender, which at that time he didn't know he was a sex offender, but he was going to prove him innocent, right? Okay, let's keep going here.
Garbage. You got your Patrick. You got Penny. You got, I don't even want to mention her name because I think that she's brain dead something.
This is actually great, you guys, because it's actually free advertising, right? Especially when people figure out their bullshit. It might take a while, but, let them have their fun right now and exercise their freedom of speech, even though it's pure slander and bullshit, right? But hey, no one's really watching, or, doesn't really care about bullshit. Right? But they need their truth to be truth, and it's the truth and their truther movement that's completely ashed out and dead. Let's just put it that way, right? Okay.
There's something wrong with her. She looks like Tammy Faye Baker. I'm giving y'all a hint. And then, what's truth? It's like, okay, yeah, garbage. Yeah.
That's all he has left.
I'll give you that. I guarantee What's Truth has done more in his lifetime than everyone that'll be watching this panel in their entire lives. All 10 of them in there. Okay? Just put it that way. It's more life experience.
Scum.
He is scum. He's scum. He's worse scum than what's probably floating around in a hot tub full of jizz. I mean, he's just a dirty little sodomite.
Wow.
And he doesn't even want to admit it. I mean, I'd be okay if he
Really?
admitted it and said, "Yeah, I'm gay and I'm proud." But it's like, no, you just pretend. You stalk men online for years.
Wow.
Years.
What's interesting is a long time ago it was I stalk women. Now it's I stalk men and I'm a sodomite in my hot tub. Isn't that great? Hashtag motorboating, right? Hashtag older chicks rule. And you guys got some real good fantasy here. This is just too.
That's all he does, and there's just some folks that can't see it. So.
Right, because you guys have only repeated it like 9 times. You need to go to 15 because your dumbed down crew needs to hear it over that 10 times for it to sink in, especially with the Munchausen and the Stockholm syndrome that's going on in there with Diana.
Mm-hmm. They're all talking so much.
Yeah, the notifications aren't working right, so.
I know.
Usually there are 15 people in here.
He needs his notifications so he can propel his popularity contest for dumbasses. Let's just put it that way. For me, I actually like to go live sometimes when I know I'm out of notifications, so people are kind of surprised by when they find the stream. There's something about that. You know what I'm saying? About not trying to run a popularity contest. Here we go.
It's okay. It's a bit late, but let's see. Diana, I agree with you 100%. And I would do the same thing for you. So
right.
It's kind of like.
So they beat somebody up like Diana, right? A peripheral virtual slapdown. Somebody like Diana, make sock accounts about her like dumb Diana X and so forth, and just try to beat her down to where she's going almost nuts, to where then all of a sudden she turns to her the victim turns to the what do you call them? Just the dumbass, right? The dumbasses, and then starts white. Oh man, what's going on here? Why are we circling here? Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I'm on a funky funky internet connection, and I'm like streaming in this little corner here. That's weird. This other phone drops off the net, but this one's still going. That's awesome. What's up, everybody? Yeah, while I try to get this back up and going here, let's see what's going on. I'm literally like streaming out of this little corner. Whoa, that's crazy. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys for a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that's weird. That's their goal and plan, right? That's what they would do to Shizzle if he would play any of my videos. They would try to just trying to slap him around a little bit, and then all of a sudden, the Stockholm syndrome sets in, and oh, you guys are great, right? That's what they expect.
Eric went off on Angela,
Oh, there's the white knighting for Angela.
She was upset because she saw some disturbing things, and I get the same way too. When I see people that are suffering, I get a little teary-eyed. So disturbing. Even though I know it might be what happened and mentioned that you guys were like the biggest white knights for Eric Shellfire wrenched and all about the Sandy Hook bullshit with him, right? And all of his conspiracy theories. Oh, wait a minute. You're only there because I was putting him on blast and you had to do damage control for him before you even knew about the suicide LARP. And then once it was brought to your attention, that's all right. He's an okay guy, right? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't matter. It's just like, it's sad.
These guys are just too easy to thrash.
He was mean to her for no fucking reason. And I said that. And then, I don't know, it just turned into a whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. And plus, now he's surrounded by Honor Network agents, so Sentinels are not too sentient.
Yeah, it's like you start seeing how these people just freaking collapse right in front of your eyes. They talk all this shit. They talk all this shit.
After you white knight and do some damage control for him there. Now he's a POS, right? Well, he'll probably be sucking up to them soon enough, right? As a little lapdog poodle. Because that's how the Stockholm syndrome works here. With these Silicon Valley LARPers, that's what I call them.
There you
Muffin
go.
crew.
They just, they implode on themselves.
I cannot even believe the way he was talking to Damien.
Implode on myself. But wait a minute. They implode on themselves, but he's been going around saying for years that I'm destroyed, done, burnt, cooked. But I'm still here, still publishing, and wow, this is just amazing. I just love this stuff.
Basically telling him to shut up, stopping the whole stream, not the stream, but like the video, and then talking to him like he was, 3 years old,
Listen to See, that's a jolly bridge burner thing right there. Really.
And then talking to him
really
like
feminine.
He was, 3 years old, Do you understand?
People have actually told me that the reason why Philemon's got such a Woody for me because he's in the closet, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's golly, man, double reverse projection, like a zombie projection.
There was like that old dude, and he always used to pat him on the head. It's like that kind of deal was going on. It was pretty, sad, but whatever.
I mean, it's the same loop with these people. Like, they just
wow.
the same crap over
Their
and over.
Their loop isn't boring anymore, is it? Now with all the sock accounts and their loop and wow, dude. I see. The only reason why I go on loop is because that's their script is stay on that 3 talking point loop. So I stay on it just to kind of throw it back in their face and have fun with it. And I know it bothers people. I know, but it's easier that way, huh, fellow mon?
There's Aaron. Aaron. Yeah, it's the same.
Say my name, little bitch.
I don't know. It's just like nobody believes their lies, but they think.
Oh,
people
nobody.
Do. They think people do. They
See,
don't
there's
bring any
more of that
evidence.
fantasy. Nobody, everybody, always, never, right? You know what I'm saying there? They got these fantasy words that they try to peddle for popularity, for their popularity contest, but it seems more like contract work out of Silicon Valley. Just saying.
Bullshit.
Just saying.
Yeah.
That's what it
But
looks
I
like.
kind of like that song with her drinking Pabst by the Moon. I think.
Oh,
that's
there's your
hilarious,
product
but,
placement. There's your product
other than that,
placement.
He's just like mental. And I saw your comment, Jones, about his Chuck Schumer glasses. I thought that was hilarious.
All right, let's go to part 2 here.
Now, again, I am not the internet police, okay? My job is not to go around policing all the wrongdoing on the internet, okay? That's not my job. Now, if I see something in my path that I've covered before in the past, I will stand by my word.
Merrick, do you support the Fed Boys, aka Proud Boys? And what's that to you, fellow man, who I support? Merrick, don't be booting nobody out tonight. Get him unhidden. Don't be booting nobody. I don't really know the Proud Boys, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm glad that they were out there kicking the hell out of Antifa's ass, because Antifa has done enough damage with their shit, and that's where I stand with that. But who the fuck cares? Why do you care about my opinion? What's it for you? I don't even know you, fellow man. Wow, ain't that something? You graced me with your presence. Thank you, sweetheart.
I mean, where do you start? Where do you start? You got freaking Aaron with his freaking domestic terrorist. Then he had these snitch lines.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Yes, I do believe this is a terrorist organization because of the affiliation with the main supporter of a sex offender that was trying to say that I should be drowned in my hot tub, the main supporter, Flathead, and then also aligning with the Sentinels of Spoof, right? They're, I think, considered a domestic terrorist organization. And then the alignment with J-Man, the way they would dox addresses with the channel name so it wouldn't disappear in the chats, and then using, family photos, military pictures that you support in future, and singular and plural, right? That's what we're working on with these guys lately at the 80s courses, 80s English courses
channel that he was promoting on. You know, hey people, call this hotline, turn these people in.
Yeah.
And then,
wow, actually, I don't remember doing that. What I do remember, and the American Disabilities Association, and telling them that, and recorded it, and telling them that that there were journalists and documentarians that were being attacked online to paint a target on their back from handlers that are using disabled people and lesser ability people like Caaaats. I didn't mention any names, right, at that time. But there's good reference out there, even with the Cindy Renee things, to where you've got somebody that might be a little lesser minded and lesser abilitied that people are using gaslighting to attack other people. During that call, I didn't give anybody's name, right? But what I've said is, now that we have some of the script writers in the back that are using disabled people to attack journalists and documentarians, that that they could probably call and do their own reports if they feel, that they've been, let's say, under threat and so forth, that their channel's being mass struck or something like that. Because these mass flaggots will never, admit to striking down that 4-hour stream where Felomon came on and they struck it for pornography and it went down. But Mr. Cox, won the appeal on that for some reason, lo and behold, right? And it goes back up and it's getting posted every year. And so then they got to go around and do damage control. That's their loop, right? Damage control for sex offender supporters and damage control men, right? This is some serious stuff.
Against doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I would not personally do that to anyone, but still, it's just like, you know, so what? Dudes like setting a mattress up on fire. People burn their trash all the time. Like, I'm not gonna get into.
They're talking about it's okay to pollute. They're talking about where I didn't call the Kentucky state police or the EPA or so forth, right? But I put out a video that if other people wanted to call, there's the number to report Mr. Zombies burning rubber plastic mattresses, foam mattresses in a burn pit that's highly, that's a high pollutant for the atmosphere and highly illegal in the state of Kentucky. If that's where he resides, he might be the next state over, right, where there might be different regulations. But no, I didn't report him. I made a video. That's where you can report him and showed the video. See how they're white knighting for P-Mouth Zombies all of a sudden when, he left, Fellowmon left Zombies high and dry one day because he whipped out his wanger one day on stream and he left and then they were fine. And, it's all that play fighting, like maybe what happened between Tony Mirando and Fellowmon when Tony says, if you screw me, I'm going to give you a wrench, but if you screw me, I'm going to come get you, right? But that's all just play fighting to kind of maybe deepen their cover and how much they're actually working with each other, especially with being socked up, Mr. Fellowmon being one of his socks being wrenched up for Dacone and maybe even egging on Dacone to come kick my ass in Arizona, right? Where later on is he didn't have the balls and his engine blew, and that's just even more damage control that you got to go through. Just saying.
Are bad. I mean, he didn't harm anybody. No one was harmed. It's like, just stop it. And then remember.
Oh yeah. Those are 2 counts for Mr. Zombies, which would be $25,000 a piece on an extreme pollution case. Let's put it that way. 50 grand.
That whole playlist he had of like videos to strike.
Yeah. Yep. And he's like bragging about all these videos he needs to strike because they're mentioning his name. Meanwhile, this is the guy that mentions everybody else.
There's the loss of detail again, which is against terms of service to put somebody's name in a title, which they can't even unless it's like a high-profile politician on the news. See where they leave out certain details. This dumbed-down muffin crew.
Yeah, we know.
Not only does he mention everyone else's name, he mentions what he thinks people's names are.
Yeah. Right, it's comedy, and if you say somebody's channel name, I don't think that's against terms of service. But hey, whatever, you just play along when you're in Rome and there's sandbox.
I mean, he started his channel with Aaron V. Cox.
Yep, that was his channel name.
That's how we know
Right,
him.
but they stick on that, right, when I changed that back in like 2018 as an integrity test to see who wanted to carry on that name instead of going by channel names. You see where they try to be relevant with this stuff and say my name for hits, clicks, and views, obviously.
It's like, okay, self-snitching. You did it to yourself.
Oh, interesting enough that yesterday how it came up with Mr. Navin about me changing my channel. Name. We gotta make sure I'm still going here. What's going on? Are we losing the net again? Now, I should show you guys where I'm streaming out of real quick while we get this going back. And I gotta add another video. I just found a zombies video. I found a zombies video I want to add in. Oh my gosh. Here, we'll just add in both of those. And we'll play them next.
Isn't that a fun stream from like 6 months ago? Seeing Ninny Nick and Angela G White Knight for fellow Mon, and now they're play fighting, and that's usually the way it works. I mean, haven't you guys, has anybody else noticed that? Right? When the time is right, go ahead and play fight. Right? Like Mr. Zombies and fellow Mon. Right? This guy here, we should just go ahead and can we? Oh, wait a minute. No, I gotta add it in. Anyways, I'm adding in a couple of videos to our playlist here. No, there are not good people on the anywhere around the internet, and except for Mr. Zombies. He's the best. And make sure you donate to Mr. Zombies so he can thank you for fellow Mon, because fellow Mon got tired there for a little while. Nicola was getting too drunk. Oh, I just got a Shizzle replies. Yes, he wonders if PDF can prove his claims. No, he can't. There's a reason why poor Dirt Farmer cannot prove his claims. He just talk for 12 hours a day. Drag. But it's promoting some people, right? I mean, all Edward is doing is getting promoted. Angela, they're getting more subs, right? And then you got LB. Well, I just want him to go away. I'm like, right. Once they destroy your cell, LB, they'll just move on to somebody else. Right. Oh my gosh. I'm still adding in these. I'm gonna arrange them. Oh my gosh. These two videos here of zombies, man. We got to get these in here for the next part. I split this one up and been waiting to re-release this for quite a while. And I mean, now it's just, the perfect time, because that's, when like Felomon wants to fire. Cox was on a panel with Edward and they're buddies, right? Like it was yesterday. Then I say something and then they and then he puts in the timestamps. I mean, this is some really fun stuff, man. All right. I think I'm there. Almost there. Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? What is it today? Tuesday? Something like that? These shorts played different. All right. I'm trying to get the shorts to play right. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to listen to the last part of this again, like the last minute of this. Okay. That way the shorts show up different on the screen. That's what I'm trying to set up. Oh my gosh, here we go.
Everybody always, never, right? You know what I'm saying there? They got these fantasy words that they try to peddle for popularity, for their popularity contest, but it seems more like contract work out of Silicon Valley. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
But I kind of like that song with her drinking Paps by the Moon. I think.
Oh, there's your product placement. There's your product placement.
He's just like mental. And I saw your comment, Jones, about his Chuck Schumer glasses. I thought that was hilarious.
All right, let's go to part 2 here.
There are not good people in the world. The people that want to pretend to be good, they're good. Their whole goal is to manipulate you and abuse you and figure out how they can fuck with you.
He's got his donos links out, right? That's a gangstalker for him right here too.
Police, okay? My job is not to go around policing all the wrongdoing on the internet, okay? That's not my job. Now, if I see something in my path that I've covered before in the past, I will stand by my word.
Merrick, do you support the Fed Boys, aka Proud Boys? And what's that to you, Solomon, who I support? Merrick, don't be booting nobody out tonight. Get him unhidden. Don't be booting nobody. I don't really know the Proud Boys, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm glad that they were out there kicking the hell out of Antifa's ass, because Antifa has done enough damage with the shit, and that's where I stand with that. But who the fuck cares? Why do you care about my opinion? What's it for you? I don't even know you, Philemon. Wow, ain't that something? You graced me with your presence. Thank you, sweetheart.
I mean, where do you start? Where do you start? You got freaking Aaron with his freaking domestic terrorist. Then he had these snitch lines.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Yes, I do believe this is a terrorist organization because of the affiliation with the main supporter of a sex offender that was trying to say that I should be drowned in my hot tub, the main supporter, Flathead, and then also aligning with the Sentinels of Spoof, right? They're I think considered a domestic terrorist organization. And then the alignment with J-Man, the way they would dox addresses with the channel name so it wouldn't disappear in the chats, and then using family photos and military pictures, then trying to paint a target on your back that you support pedophiles. See, the thing is, these guys don't know past, present, and future, and singular and plural, right? That's what we're working on with these guys lately. At the 80s courses, 80s English courses
channel that he was promoting on, hey people, call this hotline, turn these people in.
Yeah.
And then,
wow, actually, I don't remember doing that. What I do remember is calling the ADA and the American Disabilities Association and telling them that, and recorded it, and telling them that that there were journalists and documentarians that were being attacked online to paint a target on their back from handlers that are using disabled people and lesser ability people like Chaaaats. I didn't mention any names, right, at that time. But there's good reference out there, even with the Cindy Renee things, to where you've got somebody that might be a little lesser that people are anybody's name, right? But what I've said is, now that we have some of the script writers in the back that are using disabled people to attack journalists and documentarians, that that they could probably call and do their own reports if they feel that they've been threatened with being mass struck or something like that. Admit to striking down that 4-hour stream where Philemon came on and they struck it for pornography and it went down. But Mr. Cox, won the appeal on that for some reason, lo and behold, right? And it goes back up and it's getting posted every year. And so then they got to go around and do damage control. That's their loop, right? Damage control for sex offender supporters and damage control men, right? This is some serious stuff.
Against doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I would not personally do that to anyone, but still, it's just like, so what? Dudes like setting a mattress up on fire. People burn their trash all the time. Like, I'm not gonna get into.
They're talking about it's okay to pollute. They're talking about where I didn't call the Kentucky state police or the EPA or so forth, right? But I put out a video that if other people wanted to call, there's the number to report Mr. Zombies burning rubber plastic mattresses, foam mattresses in a burn pit that's highly, that's a high pollutant for the atmosphere and highly illegal in the state of Kentucky. If that's where he resides, he might be the next state over, right, where there might be different regulations. But no, I didn't report him. I made a video. That's where you can report him, and showed the video. See how they're white knighting for P-Mouth Zombies all of a sudden when he left Fellowmon left zombies high and dry one day because he whipped out his wanger one day on stream and he left, and then they were fine. And it's all that play fighting, like maybe what happened between Tony Morando and Fellowmon when Tony says, if you screw me, I'm gonna give you a wrench, but if you screw me, I'm gonna come get you, right? But that's all just play fighting to kind of maybe deepen their cover and how much they're actually working with each other, especially with being socked up. Mr. Fellowmon being one of his socks being wrenched up for Dacone, and maybe even egging on Dacone to come kick my ass in Arizona, right? Where later on he didn't have the balls and his engine blew, and that's just even more damage control that you got to go through. Just saying.
Environment are bad. I mean, he didn't harm anybody. No one was harmed. It's like, just stop it. And then remember,
oh yeah, those
are
are 2 counts for Mr. Zombies, which would be $25,000 a piece on an extreme pollution case. Let's put it that way. 50 grand.
That whole playlist he had of like goes to strike.
Yeah, he's like all these videos as their name.
In a title, which they can't even do unless it's like a high-profile politician on the news. See where they leave out certain details. This dumbed-down muffin crew.
Yeah, we know.
Not only does he mention everyone else's name, he mentions what he thinks people's names are.
Yeah.
Right, it's comedy, and if you say somebody's channel name, I don't think that's against terms of service. But hey, whatever, you just play along when you're in Rome and their sandbox.
I mean, he started his channel with Aaron V. Cox.
Yep.
That's how we know.
Right, but they stick on that, right? When I changed that back in like 2018 as an integrity test to see who wanted to carry on that name instead of going by channel names. You see where they try to be relevant with this stuff and say my name for hits, clicks, and views, obviously.
It's like, okay, self-snitching. You did it to yourself, you little
What is she
weasel.
talking about?
Just, like, let it go. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he thinks people believe him. He'll deflect.
Yeah.
He'll sit there and bring up this, that flathead guy.
No. What I'm interested in is people believing the actual evidence, proof, and court case record and so forth. I'm not really asking for people to believe me personally, because sometimes I am full of shit and having a good time with comedy, right? But once the court case record is provided and so forth, I'm hoping people believe that and go by that, or look at it even deeper and go, wait a minute, there's an inconsistency here with this court case record where this guy might be getting set up, but these guys don't care about people getting set up, right? And here we go with Flathead. This is going to be good.
That had an open panel that, a couple of us went on his open panel to find out the background, between Aaron and Beware Mouse.
I'll show you guys a clip, and well, it's actually already in a video I'm waiting for down the road to release, where Fellowmon's doing a little bit more than inquiring from Flathead, right? And watching and rage watching and just sitting there in his chats all day long with Flathead, as Flathead's going off with this, pedo crap and just real gnarly language in front of a toddler, right? Doing all of that in front of a toddler. These guys are kept because it doesn't fit into their narrative.
All these freaking freaks.
Yeah.
And there's Aaron trying to say that we were white knighting for this guy.
Hell yeah, they were.
Which is the same guy that freaking exposed that whole network.
No, he's so full of crap, because it was actually some of the trolls that did that. And I was in the background going, man, this rodent's toast once these trolls really get done with him. And he was busted out way before Flathead left. Flathead, all he was doing was raging on a stream in front of a toddler. That's all he was doing. There was really no exposing there, because he was already exposed. But what Flathead did is exposed himself as the main supporter as he's raging, showing how much money he actually donated in the thousands to the sex offender. And these guys are right there loving it.
Aaron defending it. It's just complete deflection. He's so pathetic. He tries to do it, and then he little Patrick on his side now.
It's pathetic to see these guys the way they squirm when I actually keep that on their throats. Let's put it that way. That he did damage control and white knighted for the main supporter of the sex offender, and all of a sudden when I drop something like that in a chat, they're switching sock accounts. They're switching it up, or you know what they'll do? Just straight up leave. I wonder why.
Cries about us 24/7.
Now that's some crying right
you
there.
know, you see, that's what I mean about these, like.
No, what you got is a 24-hour operation there with J-Man, apparently in Australia, so he can do the trolling at night while you guys are asleep, because it seems as though, right, even though you have jobs or something, but you're up in the middle of the night at, let's see, well, probably, you know, midnight, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning where they're at, right? But they have jobs to go to during the day. But what is interesting, they're still trolling the internet chats in chat rooms and streams during the day, right? Unless Stankola is trying to sleep one off where she tied a good one on the night before, right? She'll kind of come lingering in how half-assed. But what's in is they just have no traction here. Let's just put it that way. But they've got to promote that they're the prom king and queen couple here for YouTube. They're just so popular.
Undercover brothers, like they're totally gay or whatever. Something is up, okay? Because I mean, he always talks about
that's got to be China
for him. Like,
they're gonna say they're gonna say they're not each other, but I can almost 92.3% tell you that the J-Man and the LARP Busters accounts are all China, because he's that butthurt too, that he got worked over by Cox when he tried to make me burnt toast back in 2016, and I just quit doing, all of a sudden one day, quit doing shows in my hot tub and started up my studio and started blasting them and having fun with it. And since then, he's been running like a bitch. Let's just put it that way.
Forever. This has been going on forever.
Yeah. That's what he does, because he's been called out for the same thing. So he tries to be clever and repeat whatever you tell him what he's doing, and it doesn't work. He just looks silly. He just looks really terrible.
Yeah.
And then, like Joan was saying, like, he will like ban you. He'll block your account and talk all this shit, and then they'll block your comments on the stream. So you can't get worded.
Oh, wow. You know, wow, they did that to me first, and that's a pretty good tacos method, too, where you know, I'm watching and all of a sudden tacos blocks me, or maybe Lee Pleatherman blocks me or somebody like that, and they're sitting there talking crap, and I go, oh, that's a good troll move. I should do that, too. Let's have fun with it.
Penny. Same as Penny. And you see how they're all there?
They're all in there.
Do you want to remind people
Patrick? That's a Lepo Tommy Slowburgers thing. They're all in there, right? Right? You can tell by some of the lingo that they occasionally repeat, right, is all the Muffin Crew lingo, by the way.
So butthurt.
Oh.
I can do it.
Is butthurt because of one reason, and one reason only, is because J-Man did not like his singing. You know, he wasn't too fond of his voice and all this, and all he...
you know, at least I think he admits that, you know, he's got a decent voice, but probably not the best out there, right? Truth hurts. But at least he does it, right? At least he's not sounding like a little bitch cucking to Stankola the gorilla right now. You know what I'm saying? With a female, oh, this is so great, right? This is some serious bullshit.
He did was say, you know, hey, Pat, well, won't you quit your wedding singing and talk about something that's important?
Right.
And then Pat just went freaking nuts.
What happened to your karaoke guitar lessons that you're doing there, fellow Mon? I mean, are you not playing guitar anymore because you've got more important things to do, like expose Mr. Cox now, right? That's his life goal, by the way. If you guys didn't catch that in the 4-hour stream of him really LARPing it up, and then all of a sudden it gets struck for pornography, right? He admitted in that stream his life goal now is to expose Mr. Cox. Oh,
he just started. He started on me. He started on you. He started on OG.
Yeah.
just out of the blue, huh?
Freaking started having this cry fest over us.
Well, what's interesting is back in the day when I started doing my music shows, I just tried to stick to myself until I saw China attack. Do some really serious. And I know people say the attack word, but it's just the easiest word to say besides LARPing it up and taking slaps at the Lavoie Finicum family after he was shot. Right, that's what China was doing. So when you slap back at him, oh my gosh, he's recruiting an army all of a sudden. You see what I'm saying? Against one guy. He had to recruit and train an army against one guy. And this is the drop down tier of just the bottom of the barrel crisis actor, contractor, bullshit artist that really doesn't have any real true creativity. That's why him and Eric Spitfire, probably the way they got along so well is doing their karaoke together, right? Oh, I bet Philemon was just loving Eric Spitfire's karaoke when he's wearing mascara and looking like what's the guy from put the lotion in the basket guy. I can't remember the name, right? Because it's not really important. But anyways, yeah, they're real good buds. I bet you still in the back. This is all a play fight. If he's talking about Eric Shillfire, because I guarantee you they have the same handler and script in the background, which is probably the Tooth Fairy and Tommy Slowburgers. Just saying. Oh yeah, and Gary Hunt every once in a while.
There, And then he made up these stories about a dox device from the FBI, and then, did he work for the FBI? And he's telling stories that he's on the run from.
Well, what's interesting is, at least Truth Hurts admitted that he stole a dox device out, on his way out from the FBI. True or not, funny as shit. But there you go. There's a Norsac Maniac, another great truther from the 1A side that actually. What did he say? He said that tried to put out there that I'm lying, that I don't go on Discord, but they've made sock accounts or something in Discord of me to try to destroy me, and puts out all these membership numbers that I'm just not. You see what I'm saying? I don't go in there. I haven't gone in there. I went in there for 5 minutes once in a Merb's Discord, where I let him know I'm coming, and I just wanted to hear him scramble. And when I went in with the fake account, right? I think Wasatch Mountain Auditors, right? I was in there for 5 minutes, couldn't figure out how how the microphone worked, and it was just really weird. First time on that platform, and I could just hear him scrambling. Cox is coming, right? I didn't think I was this big of a threat for some reason, but word must have passed along between this shill crew and other shill crews, between the done toasted truther side and the 1A side, because guess what? They all have kind of the same script writers, right? There might be a few script writers in the background, but guess what? They're all going to the Tuesday morning Discord meeting to make sure they swap their notes that they're probably selling to the FBI, right? When they're swapping their notes to make sure their information doesn't cross pocket, or it doesn't get dirtied up, and then they get busted out, like they get busted in a lie. So they all have to really coordinate really well in the background to make this program work, which in my personal opinion and belief, after doing some deeper research, let's put it that way, on Dacone joining this program back in 2006 when it probably started. But I think it even started before then. I think I almost want to say that it started out as Operation Vigilant Eagle, and it wasn't very successful to silence veterans, right? So they needed to expand out and hire crisis actors and LARPers on the internet, probably off of Craigslist, because LARPer Fellow Fail wasn't liking his job at Burger King as security, apparently, right? That's the stories out there. But it's interesting, just like Dank, right? He can put out fake videos and peddle them as truth, like videos about myself and so forth, peddle it as truth, right? And then, see, here's what's even better, right? These guys are so boring, you might as well just hear me out for a few minutes. Because I'm going to make a video on this, okay? And
1776. Where the fuck is it? You don't know. 3, 2, 1. There's 3 of them. You. Tax system, you fucking cunt. You know this. Toothless. What did you do for secret pot? 9 of diamonds, you're not one. May you sit in your shit and burn. I will be disconnecting a lot of you. Not all of you. I'm going to be bothering Uzis all the time. This is my new job. I am divine. Divine light. I am. How are you, though? Are you all right? I hope so, because we're all a little mad here. Shakespeare's got to die. George Washington.
interesting how these guys are projecting other people are porn bombers when they're self-porn bombers to book burn. Isn't that interesting? They had Rebel porn bomb this channel, because Asmar was mirroring, so they self-porn bombed to be able to mass strike Asmar to take his channel down. Isn't that interesting? All that projection. I mean, this is what I talk about. Is the people that are yelling the loudest, okay, may have done the worst. I wonder what he's protecting. Maybe Mad Max is on like one of those animal registries. Probably the way he likes to hang out with Canadians here. Oh no. Oh man, these guys are disgusting.
Is that happening on the registry? You know?
Probably will be. I'm seeing it now, bro. I've been watching it for a long time, and so have many others in law enforcement. You motherfuckers are so stupid. You don't even know I'm in law enforcement. That's how stupid they are. Yeah, Clovis. Tell us.
There are not good people in the world. The people that want to pretend to be good, they're good. Their whole goal is to manipulate you and abuse you and figure out how they can fuck with you. You know.
You wear any of these fucktards? Some of these fucktards. Have been arrested. That's all I can tell you. Some of them have been taken off the board. Aaron Detox is next. I can tell you that. And you wait. The person after him, which is coming, it's coming, Jamie. Jamie and I have already talked about it. You won't believe who's next.
Y'all gotta listen to this hammed up Omega Muffin here. Holy crap. What is his deal, dude? Listen to this. Treachy, what is your deal, dude? I'm not gay, man.
Cat, you alright? Where's all the haters at? Hey, where's Aaron at, dude? That bitch was trying to talk shit in the chat but wouldn't join the stream. Where's he at?
There's so many of them. What? I wasn't in anybody's chat talking shit earlier to you, dude. What the heck is this guy on? Watch his wife, man. I think she's jelly.
There's so many of them. I want Aaron though. I want fucking Aaron.
There's so many tough nut commenters.
Tough nut commenters. Aaron's been begging for it, man. He came in the stream. Ain't nobody even talking about it.
No, I didn't. What the heck, dude? What's the deal, man? Is he moved to men because like his wife when she turns 90 is like she's gonna be fugly, right? Oh wait a minute, she already does look 90.
James mad he got rejected.
What'd she say?
James mad he got rejected.
These guys are too into this.
What did he get rejected about, Luigi?
He's damage controlman for the Muffin Crew. Omega Moo. Muffin Treachy. Wanting men all of a sudden. Oh, dude. Oh, man, you guys are stupid weird.
I mean, where do you start? You got freaking Aaron with his freaking domestic terrorist. Then he had these snitch lines.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Yes, I do believe this is a terrorist organization because of the affiliation with a supporter of a sex offender that was trying to say that I should be drowned in my hot tub, the main supporter, Flathead, and then also aligning with the Sentinels of Spoof, right? They're, I think, considered a domestic terrorist organization. And then the alignment with J-Man, the way they would dox addresses with the channel name so it wouldn't disappear in the chats, and then using, family photos and military pictures, then trying to paint a target on your back that you support pedophiles. See, the thing is, these guys don't know past, present, and future, and singular and plural, right? That's what we're working on with these guys lately. The 80s courses, 80s English courses.
Channel that he was promoting on, hey people, call this hotline, turn these people in.
Yeah.
Wow, actually, I don't remember doing that. What I do remember is calling the ADA and the American Disabilities Association and telling them that, and recorded it, and telling them that that there were journalists and documentarians that were being attacked online to paint a target on their back from handlers that are using disabled people and their lesser ability people like Chaaaats. I didn't mention any names, right, at that time. But there's good reference out there, even with the Cindy Renee things, to where you've got somebody that might be a little lesser minded and lesser abilitied that people are using gaslighting to attack other people. During that call, I didn't give anybody's name, right? But what I've said is now that we have some of the script writers in the back that are using disabled people to attack journalists and documentarians, that that they could probably call and do their own reports if they feel, if they've been, let's say, under threat and so forth, their channels being mass struck or something like that. Because these mass flaggots will never, admit to striking down that 4-hour stream where Fellowmon came on and they struck it for pornography and it went down. But Mr. Cox, one that for some reason goes back up and it's getting posted every year. For sex offenders and damage controlmen, right? This is some serious stuff.
Against doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I would not personally do that to anyone, but still, it's just like, so what? Dudes like setting a mattress up on fire. People burn their childhood. Like, I'm not gonna get into.
They're talking about it's okay to pollute. They're talking about where I didn't call the Kentucky, state police or the EPA or so forth, right? But okay. So what I did with this is I made a part 3 and part 4. So what I'm gonna go do here is, so we don't have to listen to part 3 again because of that screw up I did. Here's part 4. They might be the end of life. So you all have to really coordinate really well in the background to make this program work. Which, in my personal opinion and belief, after doing some deeper research, to put it that way, on Dacone joining this program back in 2006 when it probably started.
but I think it even started before then. I think I almost want to say that it started out as Operation Vigilant Eagle, and it wasn't very successful to silence veterans, right? So they needed to expand out and hire crisis actors and LARPers on the internet, probably off of Craigslist, because LARPer Fellow Fail wasn't liking his job at Burger King as security, apparently, right? That's the stories out there. But it's interesting, just like Dank, right? He can put out fake videos and peddle them as truth, like videos about myself and so forth. Peddle it as truth, right? And then see, here's what's even better, right? These guys are so boring, you might as well just hear me out for a few minutes.
Get drunk and they pursue other dudes online.
Yeah. As soon as they get drunk, hey, all the gayness comes out of them.
That's what I'm saying. And there's some. Jay, when you get drunk, you pursue women. I watched it. I've watched it more than once. Right?
Yeah, I don't pursue no men on here.
You may have went too far, right? But you pursue women.
Yeah, you don't pursue men.
Dude, why is James D. the Muffin from San Franny always trying to call me out then, right? Come on, Cox, get up here.
Get drunk and they pursue other dudes online.
What?
Yeah. As soon as they get drunk, hey, all the gayness comes out of them.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, right? He was just drinking earlier, what, the 101 rum? Talking about Cox. Oh, man, these guys are
There's
weird.
something fucked up with that shit.
Yeah, it
in
is.
my mind, I'm like, man, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's getting drunk and his lady's all trying to get his attention, but he's talking about Cox, man. Ugh.
They've been drinking all night. I've been drinking all night.
Come on.
I've been saying I was a white gorilla. I've been saying it.
You're a gorilla.
Bring it, you wide mouth fucking weirdo. I'm fucking lit, dude. I'll fucking tear your ass up tonight, dude. Come on.
Don't get close to race pudding, though, because...
No, thank you there, okay? You need to go do your wife, okay? Not be chasing Cox around. Oh, these guys. Ooh, man, he's going to tear some ass
I
up.
have a lot of beer tonight.
Do it.
Sorry,
I'm ready.
He's ready.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's that going to do?
Cox, don't pander to losers, okay? Just saying.
What I'm hearing from people, Aaron Cox likes to dox women, like Aaron Cox likes to threaten women, like...
Not when I'm putting an AKA or a channel name in a title as a public service announcement and it's evidence.
Well, back to our story here with Mr. Dank, and what's interesting is Norsacker is saying that I'm a victim, but then also I'm a stalker or something like that of men. That's what Fellowmon says. They can't get their story straight, right? But anyways, Dank can peddle out fake videos, right, LARP videos, and tell them it's true, okay? And stick with me here for a minute on this.
Fucking idiots. And I called that shit out on live stream. I called that shit out. And that's why Conan got triggered on me. That's why all you fucking little bitches got fucking triggered, because Conan's working with you little faggots. And he's paid. Just like fucking Aaron Victor Cox. He likes to cock.
So he releases a video about me last night. Puts in the LARP video. But what's interesting is the way that Fellowmon and both Dank are part of this PDF force where it looks like they're doing damage control and promoting like sex offenders, like weird sex offenders, putting their names in channels, and it's like people are going to go and watch them, right, to give them oxygen. But isn't the troll method to not give the channel oxygen? But what's interesting is they're giving these sex offenders, like, promoting them. Like Dank is almost like promoting Dave T, right? That sicko. Fellowmon promotes the rodent in his sock accounts and so forth. So would that maybe say that since looks like they're all working together, would you think that Dank might be able to have one of his sex offender buddies or somebody that's a supporter of Dave T, right? All part of the syndicate, to where he can get a supporter of Dave T to make a comment about Dave T's dick not working, right? And then so he can do a video on it. Now, does that make sense to anybody else out there? I would think so if you've seen some of the research, right, from Trevor Aronson that I've tried to put out, and other other things like the contractors that were found, 5,000 subcontractors from the DoD, local law enforcement, other facilities, but it, like I said, it looks like it goes back to Operation Vigilant Eagle to begin with, and it just wasn't very successful. So then they had to contract more people. So this is all great. You know what I'm saying? To be able to look at it is when they're putting these names of sex offenders out there so much, right? For people to go watch them, like Dank and Fellowmon, doesn't it look like they're promoting for them? So wouldn't that mean they maybe work together? So once again, like I just said, so Dank can have a state actor or somebody like that to actually write a comment for him so he can put it in a video and then put me up next to it. Now look how these guys sickos work. When all I was doing is repeating the victim card of the rodent, what other people were repeating and talking about, but they're peddling it since I said it. They're peddling like I came up with it. I don't know how I'm so original all of a sudden. I mean, I think I got some jokes every once in a while, but actually doing a LARP video that was of epic proportion, in my opinion, that these guys cannot give up on, right? That's why I gave it to them. We needed them to have something like the LARP video that I did, so they can peddle it around for years. So I can do videos like this, have fun with it.
The FBI that he has to move his family around the country because they're after him. I mean, it's just freaking insane stuff.
Are you and Nicola in maybe witness protection? That's why you don't have to move around very much because you sold out, right? This two LARPer couple that's trying to pick up the pieces where Jelly Bridgeburner and Lee Pleatherman left off, right? In their Asmar sexual innuendo voices and so forth, right? These guys are actually doing a 1984 LARP to where Fellowmon is the cuck on his knees to a woman that's controlling him for the state, right? This avatar right there that he uses is from the 1984 movie. Just an FYI. Wow, this chat room's just pumping off. This chat room is just lit up. This stream is going. We're 45 minutes behind. Wow.
He's moving his 6 kids, his wife.
Yeah, his 6 kids and his lumberjack job. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being a lumberjack, but I mean, you know what? Some people didn't like his little lounge singing routine. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they mean the J-Man song that he did? I recorded that, and I think it's awesome. Right? Some reason that worked out where he's on a stream, he's got beats going behind him, and singing a J-Mound, an original J-Mound song on the fly, and they don't like that for some reason. I bet you that just hurts little China's ego if he's J-Mon. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, and they gotta blast him.
I had to unplug my earphones for a second.
That's okay. I can still hear you pretty good.
Yeah, I'm coming through.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, hey, Diana, you want to come on here? We'll talk to you if you want.
Oh, of course.
Would that be all right, Nicola? Would that be all right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Just an FYI, once they get somebody in their clutches like that, right, what they do is if you don't believe or question one little thing, the sock accounts come right back out, you're exiled, you got to kiss the ring and bow like OJM wanted. These guys really did want people to kiss the ring. Really. It's that bad.
Let me figure this out here.
Yeah, like anyone's gonna believe he's like some man in black and he can't even like take criticism from one person saying that he was just like lame with the singing.
I think these guys are so butthurt from back in 2016, no, 18, when I recorded OGM's voice talking about hauling pea gravel, and he didn't even know what pea gravel is, even though he's a truck driver, but he's not a dump truck driver, but he's driving dump truck. Okay, that was priceless comedy, and I think they're just butthurt since then, and have to pull off this grandiose LARP that anybody that I come in contact with, oh man, they're so horrible, just to isolate me out so I don't get clicks and views, and my channel doesn't look like a Malibu and Shizzle channel and a Fellowmon channel. You know what I'm saying? And that's the China tactic. These guys have also the same tactic, where they're not going after bigger channels, right, trying to shut them down. Like, I was just listening to a clip the other day where OJM said he was going to shut down the rodent. They're going to shut down the rodent. Well, he's up and going more than before and getting great clicks and views, right, because of Fellowmon promoting for him, and Dinkus promoting for him, and the Dave T guy, the other sex offender, right? It's all in the same little arena for some reason. They're all kind of part of the same force, like the PDF force, where if you've got some legal troubles, you can go up on poor Dirt Farmer's channel, and him and Miss B will give you the best advice to slip out of being blasted in a grocery store as a sex offender and being put on a live stream. They'll help a sex offender out like that. They're all connected. They might not show up in each other's chat rooms, right? But it's to make it look like they're not working together when there's connection there. And I can prove that. I can show it, and just stick around for a while. Maybe I'll just keep on taking myself out of retirement mode to really have the good comedy going for the next couple of years or something. Let's figure that out. Really release some clips.
I personally, didn't really have a problem with it. It's just his reaction was so strong that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. These guys are moving like molasses.
So
these guys are moving like molasses, and what they're trying to do is I think what they're trying to do is come up with more than just a 3-point talking loop script. Okay, like we gave them some really good juicy LARP videos to where they could just pick up on it and run with it. That way they weren't going around trying to call people stolen valor anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because that's number one on the LARP script, is if you figure out he's a veteran, call him stolen valor right off the bat with no proof or anything like that. It's just because you say so, right? And then go on to traitor, and then when you disprove that, then it's the pedophilia stuff, and that's where they're stuck in. It's really bad. It's especially for such a top-notch Christian like Mr. Fellowmon.
Oh, over there in their little butthurt pretending.
Get it on there, Jelly.
That everything's cool when it's not. It's like you're losing. And
see, popularity contest.
Yeah,
they have to do this winning and losing thing on the internet where people are getting destroyed, right? That seems like, to me, a little domestic terrorism when you got to reach into people's real lives and gaslight the cone, right, to maybe try to come light somebody's house on fire, right? But instead the fire happens inside his own car. Isn't that, I really don't believe in karma or anything, but, that looks like karma to me, Wow.
It's pretty sad. It's really sad. I bet you that Aaron treats himself just like What's Truth. He probably does. He probably wears a fur shirt too, or something like that.
That sounds like a fantasy. Do you want to maybe see me tied up and beaten? Or how about tased, right? Would that get you to flick your bean a little bit harder? I bet she does, right? Anytime there might be something that's just really incriminating on Mr. Cox that they can make up, she's just, that's a good one. Fellowmon, right? She's getting off way harder to Mr. Cox than she would ever to Fellow Frail, right?
I don't know, there's something really wrong with these people. I mean,
right?
To do this every day and talk about us. Diana said it, that's all they talk about is our names. It's.
Oh, really? Really? See the victim. Norsat. That's the victim card right there, because you know what? It's interesting. that, right, their names, Stankola and Fellowmon. You know what I'm saying? I might say Gary Stankhole every once in a while, right? But that's still never said his real last name. But hey, whoever was the sock account in my chat room, or maybe even in Peanuts, I can't remember last night. But thanks for confirming that we actually do have the right docs on this pissant. Just saying.
Done. Other than
and just an FYI, if I need somebody's name, it's going to be more likely for legal purposes, not just to throw around the internet like they do with my name. You see what I'm saying, right? You
say the truth, you know?
Putting a target on people's back.
Right, we got. Oh, here's Diana. I'll let her on.
Good morning.
Hey, come on.
Oh, yeah,
come on
there
in.
you go.
I am already there.
Oh, my God.
All right, what's up? Yeah.
You know,
Stockholm Syndrome, Diana.
They even deserve to scream like this. You know, if it's even worth addressing. I mean, I know it's so annoying when always the same people say these really mean stuff about you guys, right? I mean, I think we all experience it.
Oh, it's just about them. They didn't start their BS back in 2018 to where I gave them some attention. They wanted my attention. I gave them some attention. But that Stockholm Syndrome, Diana, perfect example right there. They are so mean to you guys. Oh.
Hey, we all have our haters on there and they come up with all this bullshit. And all you can say it's not true, or you have an argument with them, and then they eventually stop, or they don't.
You're crying on Fellowmon's panel.
This is not stopping, is it? It's going on for months and months and months, or maybe even
Oh, wait a minute. I think I heard something in the background, Nicole. Chaaaats! Right? I think I heard that a little bit in the background there.
Let me say it like this. We were talking on the phone earlier and just laughing, and then said, you know, let's go live. You know?
Yeah.
Even for like 20 minutes and just like laugh about it. It's funny. I mean.
Okay.
Oh, a minute ago it was just so horrible. Oh, now it's funny.
But I put in chat earlier this domestic terrorist. I don't know if that is so funny. If you know from whom it's coming and you choose to laugh about it, that's okay. But if you take it real life and would say that to, let's say, normal people, and say, look, there's a guy who's saying, I'm a domestic terrorist, and I really don't appreciate that. Normal people would go, what? Someone would say that about you?
Wow.
That's a serious accusation.
Oh, it's very serious, especially the accusations that Tooth Fairy, where he's been hanging around in her chat, right? Where she tried to accuse me of being part of a crew that blew up Port Nietzsche's. Fellowmon tries to peddle that I hacked or helped destroy or tried to destroy a pipeline. And wow, that's okay, right? Oh, the hypocrisy within this scene. That's why I did the LARP video, you guys.
You know, a terrorist, by definition, is someone that uses violence to achieve a political goal, right?
Yeah.
Right. So these puss bags, instead of coming and maybe facing me themselves, like Fellowmon was saying in that 4-hour stream, right? Come face me, right? They gaslight stupid heads like Dacone, right? To try to come mess with you that can't even make it into central Arizona. He gets robbed and pusses out right at the border. Lake Havasu. Isn't that incredible? You didn't last too long in Arizona, the dumbass. Comes in right in the middle of comes into Arizona right in the middle of the summer with no air conditioning, thinking he's gonna be all right. He's just gonna be all right, you know? And oh man, here we go. These guys are brilliant.
We use violence, and to make an accusation like that is just outrageous. And it sounds like he's actually pushing the actual narrative that's going on in the media to label people that, and you know, just
no. There's actually hard evidence and so forth that's there, right, of Dacone actually giving up his game plan after he starts to set up a yard sale from all the shit in his car after his engine blows, and he gives up the whole game plan of how they're going to come fuck with people, you know? And then all of a sudden we got Fellowmon socked up in his chat room, right, wrenched, and then I'm getting these death threat type, you know, comments coming in on the channel that I've screenshotted and saying that the Cone's gonna come and take care of me. You better get ready, Cox, because the Cone and the guy ends up being an arsonist, and it's in lots of domestic violence charges. So to me, yes, that is the threat of violence when actually someone has the intent to come to your town or your home to fly a drone over it with the intent to come up from behind you and maybe bash you with either a baseball bat or maybe just straight up light your house on fire. You know what I'm saying? That's some pretty serious domestic terrorist shit. Anyway.
Silence the arguments that are going on. It's very suspect.
Oh.
For anybody to say something like that is very suspect. And that Tamara Wolf does the same thing.
Uh-huh.
She'll use terms like that and mislabel people as I can't even say it.
I think he's
a diddler and shit like that.
Well, see, that's the thing. From my comprehension, is that Tamara Wolf was fleeing things back. Also, what was flung at her, in my opinion, and that's the way it looks for some things. Right there, I could I've got plenty of arguments both ways on the validity of Miss Tamara Wolf, whether people like her or not, whether I like her or not, or friends or no, right? And we've got plenty back and forth to go through where there is positive and negative things that I can come up with just about anybody, right? Because that's non-biased, right? These guys are 100% name dropping for their popularity contest with 7 people watching. This is real good.
That is just going too far, and you better have evidence for it, or there may be consequences for that if you use that against someone's real name.
Oh wow! So I haven't been using their real names, but Tooth Fairy was using my legal name. These guys use my legal name, associated with pedophilia and so forth. And very interesting that once again, Fellowmon was, I think, even wrenched with the Urban Disciples in the Tooth Fairy's chat room when she's spewing crap about Mr. Cox being a terrorist. And actually, for some of you that don't know, she was trying to link me in with authority check that we would go around and harass police and so forth, because before I even knew who he was. I got the clip on that if I need to publish it sometime soon. Isn't that amazing? Trying to, once again, paint a target on my back by hardcore hicks and the police. Right, trying to want to see me either get tased or just like Malibu was gonna do is when I get arrested, have a news crew show up and film everything. Right? Wow.
I'm not defending Spitfire, but she said that about him against his real name. Saying that kind of stuff, you better have evidence, or you can be sued for that. You can be sued.
These guys don't show evidence. What they do is they go to this channel, Troll versus Trolls, and it's a slap video troll channel, and where they use guilt by association if you left a comment on somebody's channel that you didn't even know was probably a sex offender, but somebody from their crew suggested the channel for you to go there and leave a comment, so then they could take a screenshot and try to bust you out that way because it's all a bullshit farce, Silicon Valley LARP. My opinion.
Yes, you can.
For defamation of character. That is...
Wow, that's a lot of crime.
I mean, we all experience it on here. Sophie's one of them. He calls me a pedo lover, a pedo defender, and all these kind of things. I wouldn't even tell that to anyone in my real life.
Oh, wow. But just overlook what Mr. Zombies does, unless she's talking about Mr. Zombies. But it's just incredible, these guys, the hypocrisy, to where, I mean, they'll platform a guy that literally pisses in his mouth. We've got the clip of that. And he's okay, right? And drinks it. Gives himself his own golden shower. That guy's all right. This is how true shadow girls get to help each other out.
Oh, look at you. Oh, it's called Sportcaster has the one. That's good. Well, as long as somebody's hearing what's actually going on, that's good. That's all we need.
Right. That's all you need is to help back it up from the chat room
from people that are full of shit. Man, look at all these mentally ill pedos by proxy. See, here's Fellowmon, right? And he still thinks that I'm Critter, even after Critter. Here, we'll go up here. Okay. Critter is, there you go, saying how disgusting it is that I'm defending sex offenders. See, why can't these pedos by proxy that are very mentally ill get it right, singular and plural? See, that's why I did what I did. Needed to have some people show some true colors and hypocrisy. How much it's gone. Critter, yeah, the death threat guy, hanging out with inflated head, fag watch, and man, these guys are just, oh, could have gone back more. Yeah, the Aaron V. Cucks account was in there, the hot tub homo. See, these guys are projecting like a lot, like almost too much, like they're the ones trying to cover something up. Yeah, I'm striking channels, and I said it a while back. Put my name in your channel, or your title. I'm gonna strike it. Period. I mean, say whatever you want, right? Have your little pedo by proxy fantasy. That way we know that well, you guys are in a safe place hanging out with inflated head cuck watch. Before we continue on, because we've already documented past threats, Mr. Inflated Head will be looking forward to a process server visiting him in the near future.
And we're going to get to all of that. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We're going to put it all together for you, and you will all get to see what kind of slime ball. I'm working with people that know.
He's working with people that he knows. So when you guys are reporting me once again to law enforcement, make sure you say that there are state actors out there that are spreading false narratives and also using clone accounts to make it look like it's me.
Time. So we're dealing with them. Don't worry. It's coming. Believe me. It's.
Oh no. Inflated Head is coming after the Chaaaats. There you go. Great example of the way a state actor funded gang stalking group looks like. To associate people with what Zero would call the pedo psyop to shut people down.
Sorry, guys.
There it is. To associate people that don't have anything to do with it besides police corruption. It's a good way to shut people down that are actually taking big swings at the system while these cucks sit there and lick boots. Everybody have a good day.
Justify it. They come up with some stupid reason to justify it.
Yeah. And oh, yeah. Dirt farmer stuck up for mouse. They say that shit. That's about the only thing they can say.
But you block him every time he comes into your
I never
house.
stuck up for mouse. I stuck up for mouse like I did for Tony. Remember Tony? Well, I set that motherfucker set me up. That motherfucker set me up. That motherfucker set me up. I set his ass up like a fucking set of bowling pins and fucking bowled his ass right to the ground, just like we did mouse years ago.
Because you got your butt hurt feelings twisted in a wad over words? Not only are you cowards, but you're predatory cowards. You're vermin. That's all you are. Disease-carrying rodents.
FM has already done that a million times. and that's why he's so hurt. I mean, he had Rex on his stream. He defended this man, said it probably wasn't his signature on these court papers, and he was under duress when there is no proof of that.
What I was doing is repeating a lot of the victim card mentality bullcrap that the sex offender was trying to put out, and the guy was wanting me to do videos for him, and I wouldn't, right? So finally what we did is I was hoping that OJM and FM, being these great predator hunters that they are, once they saw this guy on my panel, right, once, and we let him tell his story, right, that they would go full bore on him. Well, what's interesting is they went full bore on me for platforming the guy, right? But it's not a suicide LARP level type, you know, eat your own poop zombies and drink your own pee zombies type stuff, right? So we platform the guy so he can spill his own beans, maybe tell the story in a different way, and Felomon and FM and OJM were gonna just go to town on him, but they did it. See? So that's why I did that, is to really see what moves people were gonna make, right? It's so interesting. This is just great.
Whatsoever. So he talks in circles and does that kind of stuff. But zombies, I mean, with him,
wow.
I think, like, honestly,
I think that's some talking in circles. Associate all these people together that they're all sick, and the king and queen, king and queen of YouTube, and I don't know really who the queen is. It actually might be this guy wearing the, this guy right here. Oh, crap, come on. This guy right here wearing the tiara, right? And she's wearing the tuxedo. Just saying, right? Oh, man.
One night, I watched him. This was a while ago.
And
I swear, I think he was like blackout drunk. And he was playing with a knife. And I thought he was going to like cut himself. And I was worried. I was really worried for the guy. But, I mean, everything that's happened afterwards, it's just like, I don't know. There's no helping him. He needs to find...
It's interesting. They'll really worry for somebody, but just sit there and watch. Wow.
Help himself, you know? And calling people, you know, pedo protectors and, you know, worse than that as well. He's just going to have to deal with that, because that's a road that leads to nowhere. There's nothing there. He's just talking shit. Have you seen his grill? I mean, it's scary. I think that's like God's way of, like, you know, just putting out there what is in his soul. I don't know.
You mean his barbecue? His barbecue grill. I think I've seen it months ago when he was barbecuing something for hours and came out like super black, and it didn't even look like meat anymore. I think he has issues with zombies. My thing.
Oh my gosh, she's so dumb. Diana Dumb X, right? Is so dumb. Well, I mean, there's a difference in linguistics there, where she thinks that a grill is a barbecue grill when Stankola is trying to talk about his teeth, right? But they don't correct her because they need her to keep going. They don't want her to feel uncomfortable at all, because they need as much support as they can in their LARP.
With zombies is, because I live in a different time zone, when I go to bed, he's still kind of sober, and I did have normal conversations with him. Around this time now, look, it's almost 8 o'clock here, and I was in his channel, in his chat earlier, only like an hour ago, I guess. And it was like, I'm mad at you. And I said, yeah, you know, we can talk. He said, we can talk about it, blah, blah, blah. I know what it is. And I said, yeah, we can talk about it maybe later or next time. Now I choose to come on here, yeah, before I go to work. But it's always the same thing. And with ABC, I remember I went on panel with him one day and started defending my opinion about Felomon, which is just so ridiculous. If you see the big picture, we come from two totally different sides when it comes.
She's got no idea what a bigger picture is. It consists of morning coffee and going to her job, and then getting online in the evenings, or maybe even in the early morning.
and then maybe do some backpacking around, you know, some random places every once in a while. Hey, more power to her, but there's a lot more out there, in that, you know, these guys really got the blinders on. Let's put it that way. Really thinking they're living life online like this.
For example, I don't want to say it. You know that.
I know what you're saying.
Oh yeah. So, and I have known or seen Solomon around for many, many years, and he has never changed his perspective on certain things. And to say
interesting, but she just popped up maybe like a year ago, but she's been watching for years, many, many years. But she didn't catch, you know, back in 2018 when they were trying to play, you know, tennis on my comment section and trying to get my attention. She didn't see that now, did she? Right? Interesting. She didn't see him with Yaxley, which they're totally against, right? But that's okay. He did probably a dozen or more shows with Yaxley. Just overlook that. I bet you she was like finding bench warmers live in the background, watching, waiting for her contract to get upped or something like that, right? To next up is Dinah X. They just took out another one of our squid. Come on up, come on down, right? Oh my gosh.
that this is all facade, that this is all him being an agent. Yeah, it's just it's ridiculous.
Well, it's ridiculous back in the day when China and these guys were trying to call me the agent. And when I start swinging back at it, they call, I mean, it's just, they double down on the agent type stuff. And then I called them agents. And oh my gosh, he called you an agent, right? Not that they're calling me an agent first, right? And I'm just a failed comedian LARPer over here having fun. Break out the Renfen tools.
It's ridiculous.
It's absolutely, it's so ridiculous that a person like me, yeah, who's on the other camp more or less, goes on panel and says, you are wrong about that. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah. Well, it's just like Shizzle, the evidence just goes right over your head for some reason when you're shown the evidence. Other people go, yeah, that makes sense, right? Pretty quick. That's the way I try to lay it out. But when she doesn't get it or Shizzle doesn't get it, to me it looks like a muffin job, an inside muffin job. Just saying.
He's losing one channel after the other. He has never changed his narrative about these kind of things, his perspective, his opinion. He has been online with these things, you know, on a straight line, and he's looking into these things. He's doing his research, confirming his opinion. And I've not seen him. Yeah,
I'm wondering if if all the sock accounts and them really going and trading paint hard with Diana there was just a play fight. Since she's known him for many, many years and watching him for many, many years, wondering if that's the way you come in on something. You get roasted by somebody like Fellowmon, and it gets your channel hits and clicks. That way you can establish your credibility in the Muffin Crew. Doesn't that sound fun? No, it doesn't actually.
Opinion in chat, but he's not. How can I say?
He doesn't from how he believes.
Yes, he has always been the same way, and also he's not pushing it down other people's throats. Yeah, that is like he's stating his opinion, trying to make other people see by presenting evidence.
If she's talking about Fellowmon right there, and I'm so lost in this conversation because it's so dumbed down, I'm wondering if she's talking about Fellowmon's evidence there of his slap videos from troll channels and the one who went full gay channel, right? It's just all slap videos and apparently parody, but you got people like Miss Glittery Stalkers in the comment section. Under the guise in trying. Okay.
Yeah, like ABC, he goes, if you don't see it, you are stupid.
Yeah.
Or you're a state actor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't believe what I believe, you are automatically a state actor.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, from credible sources and digging and presenting it from credible sources, but it's not believable, huh? But the slap videos are supposed to be believable, huh?
Yeah, when Aaron does that, want to lose my cool.
Oh,
but
that's
the
good.
thing is like, he's saying that because you don't agree.
Think it out. Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he has a lot of.
What's frustrating is I've put it out for years, a lot of information, and then when you lose a channel with like 1,500 videos and a lot of evidence that are on there, right? Well, it's not all gone, right? But a lot of it's backed up. But when you lose a lot of work like that, and then you're able to explain it in a way that if you did your own research, right, and you look these things up, and I'm trying to still provide links and so forth, but you don't see it after then, I'm going to probably either call you a state actor or a dumbass because you're trying to pull off a LARP like this and, giving yourself credibility with a channel like this and a LARP video where apparently What's Truth children are watching, right? Right, fellow Mon and Nicola? Oh, yeah, his children are watching. His children are watching.
Like, he has a lot of self-guilt, and that's what it is, and he does whatever it takes to deflect from it.
Oh, I must have all this self-guilt from that 180-page docs that these guys have on me, and this 20-page criminal history that I apparently have, and I'm supposed to have all this self-guilt, so these guys can come in and shame me, and I can flog myself and beat myself up, and then kiss and bow. Right, kiss the ring and bow before the prom king and queen of YouTube, and go ahead and try to figure out who's prom king or queen, wearing the tiara, so forth.
And try to convince the audience and whoever doesn't know him to believe his narrative. You know.
Yeah, and he can't convince.
So when you put out verifiable links, right, not just slap videos, and evidence from court case record, that's just what? That's just what, fellow Maynard?
And try to convince the audience and whoever doesn't know him to believe his narrative.
Well, honestly, none of you know me. So, anyways.
But when he can't convince people to believe then what he believes or what he's trying to push, then it's over your head and you're stupid.
Right. So when they're pushing the Sandy Hook crap, right? You're supposed to believe that, or else you go on a list and you get made stock accounts about you. And then somebody from the same muffin crew, like the Cone, will go on a countrywide tour to go to your house to fuck with you. Right? That's okay, right? That's not domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said to him, I don't believe the evidence you presented didn't convince me. That's what I said to him. That's okay to say, right? It just didn't convince me.
No, she said it in a different way, and she was being condescending about, well, she's being condescending now, but she said it in a different way, right? And to where it was supposed to discredit instead of just not believe it. See how that works with these bench warmers?
And he followed me around with that for weeks, saying, "Oh, I said that because."
No, it was only worth like maybe a couple of days.
What I say, and all these kind of things, making out I'm the stupid one. How can I not be convinced by what he presented? Well, I'm just not. That's okay. I mean, so what? Don't feel offended about it. It's just how it is.
No, what's offending is how the Stockholm syndrome kicks in, and you become even more dumbed down. That's offending to me.
And of course, you don't agree with me on some things, and I get that. But even if you have a rational mind and you say, hey, I don't think FM's an agent. I think this is what he believes, and this is what he's researching, and that's his thing. How's that make him an agent? And all of a sudden, Aaron is like, oh.
It looks like that when you're reached up in this.
Yeah.
You're nothing. You're
a deflective rampage, right?
Hey, I don't think FM's an agent. I think this is what he believes, and this is what he's researching, and that's his thing. How's that make him an agent? And all of a sudden, Aaron is like, oh.
It looks like that when you're wrenched up in Tooth Fairy stream. Just saying.
Oh, you're on FM's camp. You're a state actor too. That's what he does. Yeah.
You're a muffin. You're a blueberry muffin.
This is actually what I call is deflective rampage, right? Very controlled deflective rampage, digging themselves out of a very deep hole that they dug themselves. I wish Urban Disciples would have just handed off the shovel to them, right, to dig themselves out. But they're probably all sharing it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is just too good. This is great.
I mean, just imagine that somebody like me, who is on the opposite side, is now in his eyes on your camp, or in your camp, right? That doesn't make sense as well.
Well, if you panel up with somebody just a minute ago, makes you in their camp by their own words, and probably in part 2 or part 1, we went over that in this series. You see what I'm saying? So if you panel up with somebody in LARPer world, right, and you get a wrench in their chat, you are supporting, you're with them, and it doesn't matter. I mean, you know, people even said after I paneled up with the Sentinels and I was thrashing them that I was even part of their crew. You see how that works? It's guilt by association to try to discredit with controlled deflective rampage.
I do separate between, yes, it's your opinion, but that doesn't make you a bad person. It pretty much doesn't tell me anything about your character.
What makes you a bad person, Diana, is when you drop the link to my LARP video that I put out and peddle it as truth and what I'm saying and my intent. If you really listen to the LARP video, and I only had to put it up for like 10 or 15 minutes and then it got yanked, people that really know me can tell my tone in there where I was being, let's say, how can you say it? Really condescending. Let's put it that way, in my tone. And if you couldn't pick up on that, you might be a LARPer that's trying to peddle it as truth, right? And you're dinkus using it in a video last night where you had your buddy write you a comment so you could put it in a video that you're doing damage control for and promoting, right?
Personality. You know, you are a nice guy in chat. Nicola can be a bitch, she knows that herself. But we get along now, I think, Nicola. It took some time, right? But
right, it's perfect example
somehow you are
of Stockholm syndrome, where somebody's really trying to trade paint with you because of your own personal belief, but you know, they don't give any no credit, no quarter is their own words, right? For you know, people that have even taken the jab, like Diana, no quarter. See where we're at. We might have to go to a part 4. Yeah, let's go to part 4.
Propaganda is black magic.
Muffins? Yeah, they say Mr. Cox has to have a job. Oh, I'm faking what's going on with me. Oh, hashtag Cox is a faker. Right? Some of y'all caught that yesterday in the, what was that? Oh, yeah. Having to try to, dismantle our awareness about Epstein Island. Wow.
get that ass raw. Get that ass raw. Get that ass raw.
Yeah, Ashley, right on. Wish we had better sounding tunes here, but we're running hoopty.
All right, what's going on, everybody? We're streaming in another studio today, May 9th. Trying another connection, seeing how it goes. And what I'm doing is gonna restart this and see if we can get the chat. Yeah, we're gonna be able to show the chat on this next one. And oh man, I should have looked at the time better on that last one. We might have to go back a little bit. You might have to hear part of that song again. I'm kind of running hoopty, double hoopty here, streaming another hoopty stream. We'll have to, when was this? Let me see if I can figure out when this stream was. I think it was like 6 months ago. It was, I think, a follow-up after we did that series. For this one's mainly for finding bench warmers, for him to panel up, but he doesn't panel up, and yeah, let's see. Oh, might have to go back a little bit more.
But we're running hoopty.
Running hoopty. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Running double hoopty.
is going on? Wow. 17 October. 7 a.m.
Don't think, just do.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Be
Perfect
true.
transition.
Be you. Don't think, just do. Be true. Be you. Don't think, just do. Be true. Be you. Don't think, just do. Be you. Be true. Be you. Be true. Be you.
Oh, that's a chair swinger right there.
Be true. Be you. Don't think, just do. Be true. Be you. Don't think, just do. Be true. Be you.
Good. We lost a few people. See what they do is they come back and listen on turbo mode. They don't like the live setting. Some people, okay?
Don't think.
Is since you know. But you know, I told her I try to be nice about it.
Don't think, just do.
I'll have my own debate about our freedom of speech or our ability to use our mouth holes, right? But well, here's the thing about all that. All right, is to be able to go live, like hit the button, play some music, and you know, have a good roast, talk some trash, right? Take our audit right up to the line, right? But it's the creative process that I'm most interested in here with our live scenario situations. You know, even though we're running hoopty from the garage, it's all right. From the shop, we're in the shop this morning. Too busy. But I'm on the hours. If you guys didn't know, I'm on the hours. Like during summer hours, you got to get up really early to garden and to work outside. Okay, some of you guys might not realize this, right? That's why I get up real early. It's hot. So then I do my chores, my work, and then I actually have to go lay down and chill. You see what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't realize what's going on with me and what it takes to keep a creative outlet process type thing going here, right? But I'll usually go take my siesta, man. You know, let the heat of the day happen, and then go back out and try to get some stuff done. And man, but some of these little shield bags, the little puke muffins. Yeah, they say Mr. Cox has to have a job. Oh, I'm faking what's going on with me. Oh, hashtag Cox is a faker. Right? Some of y'all caught that yesterday in the, what was that? Oh, yeah. Having to try to, dismantle our awareness about Epstein Island. Wow. Oh, man, I'll probably get struck for that, just saying those words. Jeez. You know, on that upload the other day, trying to put in the Epstein Island was, there was a glitch. I had to change it and then private it and then change it back. Oh, man. Oh, is that a bad backdoor there, you guys? Oh, man. Am I teaching the trolls too much? Yeah, sometimes they don't like your titles and it'll sit there in processing mode for, you know, way too long, right? I kicked it back over to one of those little muffins in Silicon Valley, right, to approve, because they didn't like the word banned in the title. I did that the other day. There was actually an upload that I did. Oh yeah, the banned episode of Failure Mon. Yeah, it sat there and was processing for like an hour, where it only takes like for a video length like that, maybe 20 minutes to process after it's rendered. To be checked by Big Biggie, the big top hunch Kahuna muffin, right? So I just took it out, changed the title, and then it finally went through. So I privated it, and then changed it back. Or maybe I didn't change it back. Anyways, I had to change one back the other day. It's like, well, maybe we should just take that out of there. It wasn't actually banned. It was just commie struck. But interrupting our creative flow like that to mass strike a video with pornography, man, that's a Mikey Truth 101 move. Brilliant. 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 That's almost as good as a porn bomb, huh, fellow mon? Now, I can't blame that on fellow mon, because he was too busy talking about cocks and cocks and cocks and cocks and cocks. So whoever part of his little shilly crew, like, what's his name in the title? Hey, what's up, AC? Tanked Up. Hey, what's up? You know what, Tanked Up, I didn't know that was you there for a while in that account. I might have even blasted you, not even knowing. Well, kind of back on my little rant there. It's all about our creative ability to hit that live button without having little shillies there like finding cucking to fellow on live, okay? Wondering and assuming and projecting that your room might be dirty. I saw it yesterday in a chat or somewhere. Somebody's, oh yeah, I was watching Rick Crude there for a minute. Yeah, he all held up his phone to do something. He like held up his phone and his panelist guest was like, your phone's dirty, Rick. Dude, really, they're hiring these shill bags to make sure our rooms are clean before we go live. Okay, that's not good. I got bullet points I've written down already. So that's what I'll do. On a little 3.5 by 4 little post-it sticker. Oh no. Oh, Cox is getting scripts. Huh, right now scripts? No, I literally have like, let's say 100 characters, even if that's 70. 50 maybe. Oh my gosh. Oh, right on. Well, I've got some good stuff lined up for you guys today. We're gonna bring up the music for the rest of this song. I'm just going through notes here. An old note. Oh, here's the. I kept it on the production board here. Our puzzle, our code that I want to release. And I mean, you guys, this is such a good puzzle or code that I want to release. Oh man, you guys, I'm telling you. can't wait to put together some of these tracks that we've been finding here to put together in a music show down the road. That's going to be fun. There's some good tracks. I mean, literally, a lot of these tracks that I'm playing, testing for copyright. I mean, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago. Even the main guy that I mean, he started out my podcast kind of back in the day was through a smaller, let's say, he was using his music, smaller channel, I'd say, on YouTube, but a big following, like in real life type thing, and he's got a smaller, let's say, online presence. I don't want to say his name because then, you know, Finding Weirdos Live will start trolling him and wanting to know about what boxers he's wearing for the day. You see what I'm saying? Right? Just like they did to Zeph Daniel. You shouldn't have done that. And they still won't really even talk about that or bring that up or say, oh, Cox, you keep on bringing up Zeph Daniel. We didn't troll him. You're not saying anything about it, right? You know what I'm saying? You're loudmouth about everything else to deflect away from some of the things you guys have done. And we get to go through that and make it fun. Let's put it that way to raise our awareness. Let's put it that way. You know, I've been raising awareness for a long time on many different subjects. And to all of a sudden, let's say, get thrown in, right, about the pedophilia stuff, okay, all that crazy crap. Wow, what a mind blower on well. I mean, things that the agenda. Did you guys see the footage of him the other day? Freaking, you know, playlist. Don't make me show that later. Oh, man. You guys, seriously, man, the way on, well, I mean, look at it now. You know, some of the things that are happening. I wonder if Biden, by making transhumanism, right, trying to bring in transhumanism and stuff like that, is also a part of the P agenda. Did you guys see the footage of him the other day, freaking, you know, doing some hair sniffing and grabbing? Dude, I think I got it somewhere. I think I got it on a playlist. Don't make me show that later. Oh, man. You guys, seriously, man, the way these shill bags, that's the best way, puke bags, partially baked muffins, right? Ooey gooey, read the description box, right? Holy crap. The way they're helping the agenda, but don't even know it, right? And we knew, okay, yeah, lots of us, not just myself, okay, the way that we knew that they're going, this agenda to try to shut down, and I'm not even really a conservative, just conservative voices, right? A different view on things. Holy shit. In an innovative way to release it through the live button. We got to shut this guy down. Right? Oh, man. Holy crap. This is a pretty mellow good track. But they really are. We knew that the whole little system was designed. Well, I've always looked at it from like an implosion from within. That's the only way you could really get opposing forces on this land is through the back door, through a freaking hatch, open it up, pop it up open all of a sudden from the underground, and all of a sudden, you know, pouring out like pissed off ants. You see what I'm saying? Wow. But anyways, yeah, we just knew a long time ago how they would try to infiltrate, obviously. Man, I've been using this guy's music for a long time, you guys. And I want to give him shout outs. But the thing is, I don't want him trolled at the same time, so you guys suck his creative juices on wanting to keep on mixing beats. like this, right? This is was just released 2 days ago. A whole mix of just broken down mellow beats. I want to promote him, but I don't want him to get trolled like Zeph Daniel and maybe just quit the platform, right? Because these little commie weirdos have to dictate what somebody's done in their life without not even looking them in the eyes, dude. Slow Cone wouldn't even be able to do that. He'd have to come up from behind with like a bat. Okay? Well, I'm trying to start the Weed Eater. Which, just for you guys, I went from using gas to electric. Right? So I don't have to try to watch my back as much. Just so some of you guys can put a target on my back. Isn't that fun? Right? You know, that's not me being paranoid. That's already some shillbag, you know, saying that he stood next to me in the grocery store, LARPing it up like he's some big tough guy at 5'5". And I'm not talking about Eric Shillfire. He wouldn't have the balls to come on the west side. Probably the same thing with finding Cuckin live, man. You guys are lucky you got an extra couple of hours of sleep over there before I start freaking blasting your ass. Sorry. Anyways. Holy crap, Zero Infinity listening in. Yeah, what's up with all you guys coming into my chat saying, you're gonna block me, we know it, and you're not blocked. Right? I just wanted to make you do up another sock account. Right? You want to spew your BS, I'm gonna make you work for it. I'm gonna make you work for it. It's gonna be fun too. Gonna have fun with it, try to make it out of comedy, right? But it's interesting. We're gonna play some clips later. I want to play the rest of that Swizzle Stick stream where he's mirroring us as we're mirroring him, and I didn't get to finish that, but I got it on a good. I just pulled it up this morning and did like the roulette on it and put my finger on somewhere. Here, let's start there. And okay, hey, that sounds good. Yeah, that's a good place to start. Oh man. Do you know how many people I've actually seen do that deflective rampage after I've asked them if they know or talk to the Muffin Man? Right? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Right? All of a sudden there's this deflective rampage. There's, you know, paneling up with Eric Spitfire to try to gain a little bit of clout back through that guy. Oh man. Right? Same thing. Felomon went running to him. Right? Oh man. No, did I say, hey, you've exposed yourself in the chat. You're a troll. No, dude, you got something going on there where you might actually be a troll? No, that's what I let you guys do is just kind of show your own colors. I'll put you out a little bit of bait, and then we'll show how not, you know, trained well enough you are. Just to have fun with it. So Swizzle Stick can call me Chewy. All right. That's fun, isn't it? Right? All right. All right. It's real fun. Hey, you know what? James D didn't even laugh at that one. Okay, Swizzle Stick. But he kind of gave it a like, oh, I gotta laugh. You know, trying to peddle these labels around, right, Swizzle, and letting the division happen in your own chat. Good job. Another one. Thinking he's on top of it. I can't wait to put together the YouTube Film Awards for this year. It's going to be fun. I got to come up with some way to, you know, like a prize, make it worth it, you know. But Can't wait for the yearly Scotty's channel over at Scotty's channel for the yearly LARPer Awards. That's good too, man. That's some fun stuff. Get some hip hop beats there from my boy. Wish I could plug this guy. Like I said before, this is an artist that I've been using his music for a long time. Made contact with him. He knows who I am. See what I'm saying? So, anyways, if you had a big channel, I'd just let you go to town on him, right? He'd probably enjoy the hits, right? But you guys are meant to target smaller channels, right? So you can fill your little, tiny little squeeze tube egos. I've seen it for myself. One China, and I'm sure I've got the evidence and I kept it somewhere, right? Where he was threatening a smaller channel if he wanted to become burnt toast and be ran off the internet. Is that some pattern there? I mean, why would a guy in Canada that's 5'3" need to flex so hard on YouTube, right? You know, I mean, come on. Oh, and then run his have his buddies run his sock accounts through Chaaaats, plugging them, you know, as he's cucking to squirting out excellence. Bitch about it all you want. It's my comedy. Well, who actually came up with the squirt and excellence? I think it was all kind of a collaboration. It just all of a sudden it all made sense to a group of people. Oh my gosh, a congenial consensus that wasn't taken out of a squeeze tube and put on top of your buttery topping muffin and early in the morning by the Muffin Man, right? Oh my gosh, something that could be a comedic think tank. Oh, dude. Right? Oh, and these guys saying just because I started calling a couple of people pedos, oh my gosh, Cox is, oh man, like it's happened for the first time, right, Swizzle Stick? Oh geez, I had so much sustain, I didn't call anybody the P word for so freaking long, right, trying to just do kind of the non-bias, you know, down the middle. No, it's okay by terms of service, obviously, because no one's getting taken out for it. Right? As much as all the reporting that's going on for scams and deception and misinformation, right? It seems to be able to stick for some reason, huh? Pedocon Valley. Oh my God, right? Right? You guys need your sills out there to do damage control for your other pedos that you need in there to help entrap people to cover for what you guys are doing. I get it. A lot of people do. I'm not the only one. Right? I mean, come on. You guys got one of your own out of Silicon Valley that was busted by a predator hunter using your own platform, wanting to meet up, you know, some Silicon Valley exec from Farce Book, right? And he got busted trying to meet up with a minor. They caught him. I'm probably sure. You know what? Man, predator hunter, Silicon Valley. Up and coming. Oh my gosh, what a conundrum, right? What a bullshit conundrum. They put out their own shills on top of, you know, the front guys in the movement, get them a lot of subscribers that are bots to give them credibility so they can, you know, derail the whole movement. Because they can't let their precious platform and their bullshit sandbox get any movement on any, you know, any collaboration, especially artistically. Oh, comedians? No, man, those guys are going to get ran off, right? Journalists don't exist at all on freaking YouTube, right? None of them, no. There's no, not even Fox News is credible. CNN, that guy, definitely not credible. Oh, man. Yeah, all those hockey scores he's keeping track of, that shit's not credible. That's fake, too. CNN. Oh yeah, make sure you bump them up in your algorithms. Oh fuck, man. Really, sorry. I'm trying to keep it as above the belt as possible with my language, because you know. Oh man. What is this you've exposed guy? Why are you triggered in my chat room? Is this just your turn today? Are you another bench warmer? Right? That account comes out when all the rest of them have failed and been blocked. You know, but I'll go through, at least I go through sometimes and just kind of clear my ban list. You know? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, there might be a rogue mod on this channel, just an FYI. Yeah, I did find some accounts. I'm like, hey, why is that blocked? So, hey, you've exposed yourself. Okay, stop me until it becomes illegal. Try to stop me from LARPing, please. Okay, send 2 slow cones. Okay, not just 1. Well, you know what? Here's the thing on that, right? Slow cone, right? 666. That's not my account either, by the way. Okay. He says he came and stood by me in a store, and he was with somebody. He says he was with somebody, and that somebody told him not to jaw jack me from behind. All right. Just come up and blow, right? That's what slow cone would do. No warning. No, hey, dude, I recognize you. You're Cox, and I'm slow cone, and we should step outside and have a talk. Dude, do you know how many guys I've told that to? Like in a gas station or something that wants to get fucking fiery? I'm like, dude, you should shut your pie hole now. You're on camera. Let's go somewhere and we'll have a little talk. Do you know how quick that diffuses some things? But in our climate of injustices and political height, right? That's not a good idea. Look at the Michael Barton case that happened to him, okay? Whether or not that has any merit or credit, even though it's been through the court system, and who freaking knows? Oh my gosh, Cox just said Michael Barton on his channel. Holy shit. Yeah, it's an Arizona case. It's very interesting to me, actually. All right, so if you're not, he's so full of it. So much smarter than most anyone out here. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely got some credentials, and I've been able to show them on various streams. I spread it out so you guys can sit here and LARP that you're the smartest, right? I try not to show that type of stuff on my channel. I go and show it on other people's channels that I kind of like, right? And have fun with them. And let's put it this way. You guys missed it. And that's why we got you here thinking that you're these YouTube Stasi police or whatever it is, okay? But anyways, so Slow Cone, right? Slow Cone says he had somebody with him in the store that told him, oh, don't do it here, you know? Don't jaw jack him, right? Well, I wonder if that was Getting Wrecked Live. I had to look at the title. I forgot our keyword for today, Lisa. I'm slacking. Getting Wrecked Live. I wonder, was that other person with Slow Cone then? Because he seems to think he knows a lot about myself, right? That I can walk just fine. He's seen it. Getting Wrecked Live, Finding Benchwarmers Live, claimed yesterday in my chat that I can walk just fine. And I can sit behind my keyboard all day. Right? Well, here's our crux, and then I'll get to the comedy. Here's a Cox crux for you, all right? We're gonna take a different set of rails here for a second, okay? But it's all gonna come back, and we're gonna circle back around, okay? Finding bench warmers live literally is, for what he's doing, is the butter on the muffin. Just like when the NSC lady threatened, and usually when these threats go down like this, in a chat room like tacos or in a comment section like tacos, trying to mass arrange calls to, or tweets to the FBI. See, we got to keep it right? We've shown the proof, right? It was her, right? And her and one who went full gay are like, oh yeah, yep, that ship has sailed. Everyone just tweet, there's an extremist in a hot tub to the FBI, and there you go, that ship has sailed. Remember that, tacos, right? Same thing with the NSC lady, right? Is she says that she's going to make a call to the Veterans Association, trying to tell them that I'm a fraud when she's never met me, talked to me a few times, tried to LARP it up on me, and tried to entrap me like a good little Silicon Valley hoe. I'll just say that. My opinion, that's comedy. Oh well, get over it. Wow. So what happens? This is what happened. I don't even think I've talked about this yet. So when you lamewads put in your calls, especially to CPS, thank God I don't have children and fighting this battle. So when NSC lady claims, got the proof, that she's going to call the VA and report Mr. Cox as a fraud, right? Well, guess what? You just helped me big time. All you all, by doing what you're doing, especially without credentials, right? And I'm not talking about anything that you can just get over the internet and mail to you. Okay? Especially like how you can go to certain sites and just make up fucking any messages that looks like from WhatsApp and have a war and calling each other pedos and shit like that, right? I don't know. See, that's the thing. All of that stuff's put there to muddy up the waters. It's tough to know which side is really legit. It's okay if you don't figure out which side you should be on. Okay, and that's not me blasting Penny or anybody, right? I've always, known what we've been up against since 2012, or I wouldn't even made my channel to begin with, okay? And it wasn't against anybody listening besides the shills that are waiting to hit the strike button. You know what I'm saying? Right? Okay? It was an audit to see how copyright would work out with original music and the persecution thereof of original artists. But if you don't want to play with their copyright, all right, you know what I'm saying? And then we got the drummer for the Winstons that died homeless and broke because the FBI didn't freaking protect his intellectual property. So what do? They just send shills and trolls after you to try to suck your creativity so you're not making songs anymore. Isn't that just brilliant, right? But we got to circle back around. Okay, we're going to do like an infinity circle, figurine 8 here going on the side parallel, right? All right, so the crazy lady, more than likely, in my opinion, did put in a call to the VA. That wasn't just a bluff. She says she doesn't bluff, right? Okay. Is that why you're losing your ass on the slots? Is you can't really, you're not a very good bluffer for Texas Hold'em there, NSC lady. Anyways, in my opinion, I believe that Not So Crazy Lady did call the Veterans Association on Mr. Cox. You want to know why I can prove it? Well, holy shit, lo and behold, I get sent a letter a few weeks later saying that the VA would like to reevaluate my case and I need to come in. I can document that. That's some interesting timing. Well, NSC lady, so what they did, right? What they did is they scheduled an appointment for about a month out, right? And I got brought in and I got reevaluated. Well, holy shit, NSC lady, thank you so much. Thank you, because you know what? They were able to find more things that were wrong with me, and I got put front to the line. I got put right to the front of the line. I didn't have to wait a year when I would have filed on my own. You guys see how brilliant that is? Do you see how I got to work that angle? Just like finding cucks live, right? Since they got to project it on me, right? Holy crap, here we go. We are gonna swing all back around. Holy shit. Right? You guys have helped me out more, prove so much than you realize by being dumbasses without credentials, thinking you're playing some huge game. So once again, big shout outs to the NSC lady. If it was you that did call the VA, you got me put front of the line, got some good doctors that got to see Mr. Cox, and they found more things that we, you know. But what would be good is instead of trying to report me, you could have oversight, since you were so you know, transparent and so protective over to the veterans, right? Well, maybe you could have the same transparency and oversight over the VA to actually do preventative medicine, right? Because when you tell them, hey, I've been exposed to this, this, and this, right? And it's going to cause cancer, right, or something, right? And they go, well, okay, well, until that happens, there's nothing we can do for you. But you were already exposed, which is, but wait a minute. Where's that in between? Where's the oversight, not so crazy lady? Maybe you guys should be focusing on something like that. I appreciate all the attention and that I get to train you guys up a little bit. I mean, that's the only way I've been able to look at it. No one gets sent a certificate for this, okay, that you can use. Or maybe I can do something there. Holy shit. Maybe what I'll do is I can make somebody a thumbnail or something on a video and you take a screenshot of it for your own dang certificate. That's what I'll do. Maybe I'll find that fake WhatsApp program where I can make certificates or something. Wouldn't that be a blast? Oh my gosh. Certificate of the Cox and Cox and Cox and Cox and Cox and Cox and Associates School for LARPing. There you go. I admitted it. Oh my gosh. You guys shouldn't have screwed with me. You should have just left me doing my music shows and trying to upload some original music from myself and other good artists and mixes. And you showed all your true colors. And and I'm not even going to call you destroyed or done. That's not my style, huh, Swizzle Stick? Exposed. Oh my gosh, that clip from Mikey Truth 101. You're exposed. Agent, I did expose Cox. Oh my gosh, you guys, dude, that's some bad stuff, man. Oh man. 175 and still 15 back. You still. What the heck are you talking about? See, you've exposed yourself, dude. Dude. You guys aren't trained well enough for this. That's all I gotta say. All right, roll your sock accounts through here. Have fun with it. We needed a chew toy. At least I'm not wrenching my chew toys like the Swizzle Stick chat in Dabhead City. I'll be back. I didn't need more tea. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Happy Monday morning. Thanks for getting down to business with Mr. Cox at 7 a.m. Board of Sea time. yeah. By the way, all right. Since this is a multifaceted creative outlet of a live broadcast, right? Just gotta say this: Swizzle Stick, all right? Your music with the Dr. Octagon effect, where you say you don't know who Dr. Octagon is, right? Just like these other people, when I ask them, if you know who the Muffin Man is, they know who I'm talking about, because I say it different, right? And they all say no the same way. And then all of a sudden there's this big blowout just for me asking questions, right? But not knowing who the Muffin Man is, not knowing who Dr. Octagon is, but whoever's feeding your beats, right, is getting you to rap like Dr. Octagon, whether you know it or not, okay? I'm not blasting you for it, right? But you see, the thing is, you want to expand out and listen to these other artists so you don't sound like them. But the logic in Dabhead City is, well, I don't want to listen to them because I got my own thing going. No, that's what your handler's telling you, is they're force feeding you these beats or whatever they're coming from. They're trying to get you to sound like Dr. Octagon. Okay? And I got hospital samples, but as long as you're not using pedo beats, okay, I would be like, dude, I got hospital samples for you to add in. It will be kind of like Dr. Octagon, but with the new twist, the shizzle twist, right? But no, it's just the swizzle stick twist. Oh my gosh, I gotta get drinks. Well, Diana, yeah, LARPing is fun, but is there malicious intent going on when you go to a Renaissance festival, the Renfen, and they all admit to being LARPers? I mean, why can't you have a little bit of fun with it? The thing is all of that will become illegal soon, and we'll all have to have streaming licenses instead of just making it to where, I mean, you'll lose your freedom of speech rights on the internet, let's say, if you know, you've got some serious charges. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to ask for permission to go live with like a streaming license if you don't have some serious convictions there. You know, you're sicko, maybe trying to broadcast and talk to kids online and shit like that. That would be one way I'd advocate for that streaming license. Lisa Lake, see, we're not all friends here. We just know each other and just like getting it kind of getting to know each other, right? And our beliefs and so forth. Should that, we're having somebody like, you know, find as bench warmers saying, Cox, have you cleaned your room yet before you went live? Have you updated your license this month? Have you paid your fee? Like he's met me, right, has helped prove some things where he stated, and it's documented, that he knows, right, all about me, like he's met me in person. So does that mean that he was with the cone in my town standing next to me in a, you know, in a store, right? It wasn't a gas station or a grocery store or a convenience store or a dollar store. You know what I'm saying? It was in a store. So Finding Freedom must have been with him at that time for him to be able to see who I am. They must have been together on the road. Was that the other guy or something that was with Slow Cone? I mean, I don't know. They're all wrenched up with each other. I mean, I just made a video last night. It's on Unregistered, where I put the proof of Fellowmon in, you know, Flathead's chat, you know, saying cucks, 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 right? Like a rooster in the morning that just doesn't shut up, you know, and then the little chickens out in the coop yard, right? Clucking and scratching, right? All just sitting there. Every podcast to give out a little bit of more personal information to keep these guys busy with, right? Appease their little salivating little Pavlov mind, right? From the meat sauce, the meat powder, right? Mikey True 2020 be like, was that a revolutionary for the rebels? Was Pavlov like, dude, was he a rebel? Sorry, man. Oh, it's some good stuff. So he states in my chat yesterday that I sit down all day at a computer. I don't have a job. What else was there? I should just go through the chat. Oh yeah, that he's seen me walk around, no problems. He's seen me walk around, no problems. Dude, I'm telling you, I mean, I've got paparazzi, they're bench warmers. It's just, they're the ones too lazy to leave behind their computers, so they gotta LARP. You gotta LARP it up, right? Going across the country to go screw some people, and then your engine blows like a dumbass. Dude, Finding Bench Warmers Live, if you got out of the bus in Yuma and went the other way, probably the best decision of your life. It would have been great all the way up until Illinois, and then poof! Big cloud of smoke behind Slow Cone's freaking... Dude, you should have wrapped that car before you left, let's put it that way. At least put a wrap on that thing. Oh, man. Well, yeah, Diana, where have you been? That's what he claimed. He claimed he came and stood next to me in a grocery store. No, it wasn't a store. It was a store. And he got the flu. I had a drone over my house. A guy that was charged with arson but got out of it somehow. See, that's why, you know, Diana, that's why you guys helped me. Thank you, Diana, for being here this morning and asking that very important question. But then it came out later. Oh, no, I'm just a liar. I lied about it. Yeah, I know you did. I get to LARP it up that Finding Benchwarmers Live was with him in the store because he had somebody with him. I don't know. Or it could be truth. Who knows? You know, I was more excited about the truth, actually. So here's the personal information I'll release. You guys, when I work, I have to work standing up. Or I have to lay down. There's not much sitting, okay? When I'm trolling you fags back, right? Hags, I said hags, not fags. Jeez, don't strike me, all right? Oh my gosh. When I'm trolling you little muffins, I'm standing up, either in the workshop where I'm doing work where I gotta stand up, okay? Or I'm in my studio where I'm standing up, or I have to lay down. There's not a lot of sitting for Mr. Cox, maybe a few minutes a day, because it's real painful, actually. So, with all your projection bullcrap, okay, there's your little piece of personal information. Go ahead and call the VA again. Get me put front to the line, because I probably have some more claims I could file on expedite mode. Thanks a lot, guys. Isn't that fun? That's gonna sound good in the studio. That's good. Hey, we got some business to go through here. I do have a couple of videos to play. We've gone through some pretty good music here. Gone through quite a bit this morning so far. It's the mellower, like, beat mashup this guy does. And I hadn't heard him do something this mellow. Like he's calling it the instrumentals full mix. Oh man, 2 days ago, man. Yeah, buddy. At least people are still doing it, and I'm just doing whatever I can to protect their intellectual property and their creative juices. Let's put it that way, to help them either enhance those creative juices and get brain food so they can keep pounding out good tracks like this. You know, isn't that all fun? Yeah, well, you know what? Expose yourself, okay? You've exposed yourself. At least I've got some things to, like, go, hey, I've had some accomplishments in life. Right? You know? And some tears along the way. Oh, man. So now I get to maybe brag about it a little bit? Oh, no, we can't have that. Bragging on the internet, no. We can only allow these shills going around with no credentials to make sure your bedroom's been vacuumed. And oh my gosh, my vacuum has been sitting there for over a week and I've been needing to do it. Oh man, I cleaned out my vacuum and I haven't been able to get it to it yet in a week. Does that really trigger somebody? Who's that gonna trigger now? Can't have, oh man. Oh man. Let's just see how the AI accepts that for a minute. We're gonna sit on that for a minute. See if the AI is gonna maybe make some sirens and alarm goes off for finding bench warmers live. Oh, we got it on. We got it on tape. We got it on tape. Cox hasn't vacuumed his room in a week. Restraining orders. Restraining order. Come on, man. Oh, just gotta know. All right, I gotta say this every once in a while. That if I came on scene, it was probably to get some clips of you triggering out to put in with the music mix because it's funny as shit. Sorry, don't rage on the internet then. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't like the raging, don't mirror or show up. I'm gonna rage and spur out on my own a little bit and give you guys a box of cornflakes to chew on for a week or so. Just an FYI, you know, it's trying to be sympathetic to somebody out there and maybe help feed your creative juices. Dr. Octagon style. Uh-huh. You're a Chew Toy Live, right? You've exposed yourself. He's triggered in the chat about something, and I don't know what he's trying to say. You've lied. I've seen some of that too. I don't know what that means, dude. That's all trigger talk to me. That's just trigger chat typeset. You're just a little avatar in a chat room trying to do what? What are you trying to do? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Glastro, holy crap. Hey, we got eyeballs in the channels in the chat with the eyeball. Oh, man. He's jealous because he doesn't like me going to Shizzle's chat. I told him I will go wherever I want, and he didn't like that. Yeah. Zombies doesn't like that. Right? Well, what it creates is other characters to be able to blast that were on his own team, but are probably still on his own team, and they like that type of sick crap comedy over and over and over and over again. So they got to sit there and play fight with them and then make videos for him. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's just like the rodent, you know? How are you really gonna cut off his oxygen supply so he goes away, or, you know? Anyways, that guy sure doesn't get a lot of hits for going viral. Let's put it that way. What's up with that, right? Part of that Rainbow Flag Gandhi Network crap, right? Where they think they're messiahs, right? Their leader actually does think he's probably Jesus or something, right? They don't get it, unfortunately. Right? And then the LARP of he thinks he's being demonically possessed, and then comes on my panel, you know, and I ask him, hey dude, I tried to give you, you know, just a, you know, a little bit of help or download information about, you know, if you think you're being demonically possessed or, you know, messed with, you can actually, you know, fight in the spiritual. You can swing your sword at it. Oh man, did that piss him off. He likes being fed that spirits, right? Make sure you get your product placement like James D. I mean, he admits to it. Oh yeah, that new drink I got today. Oh yeah, but make sure you get that up there. I need somebody on the panel. And Tacos, get up here. I need somebody on the panel. Hey, you, a puss bag. Yeah, you get up here, defend yourself. Come on, man. It's bad. It looks bad. It all looks real bad. Yeah, well, definitely, Diana, I didn't invent the game. I'm just trying to come up with solutions. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you there, Diana? That's why you've been, you know, kind of... I can't let people that are trying to drag me down, whether they know it or not, right, with some of these premature or immature ideas and non-factual... Oh my gosh, you know, but everybody else is screaming for the proof, and then when you get it, it's not good enough, right? Oh, you don't need timestamps, right? Well, of course you don't. It's over your head anyways, there, Swizzle Stick. Oh man, just get over it. I'm not the one that invented the P game to do it as a psyop, right? Bring it up with Dr. Michael Aquino and all of his shills running around calling people pedos first. Was that Dacone that was calling people pedos first and stuff like that, maybe? I don't know. You can prove that, Swizzle, right? But, you know, I know that Zero definitely wanted to take a swipe at that bullshit. And that's, you know, whether he was a part of it or not, prove it or not, I don't care, right? I got my own opinions. And at least he tried to take a little slap at it, right? But it was just not the method of, let's say, of smoking it all out that I chose to do, all right? A different avenue. I'm, in my opinion, maybe a little more effective. That's why, you know, Zero's cutting palm trees right now. You know, I don't know. I'm sorry, Zero. I'm not blasting. It's just comedy. I'm trying to have a comedy show here. Monday Morning Business. This is an old band called Shylock. What is this? I looked it up this morning. 1979 from Prague, France. Or 1977. It's a full album from Shylock, the band Shylock. If you've heard of it. Hasn't pulled up any copyright yet, so we're gonna let this roll a little bit. I know there's I haven't been able to listen to the whole thing, you know. Some of the stuff from the 1970s isn't all that great. I might listen to a little bit of it and move on, but we're gonna go through this a little bit. Maybe I'll fast forward or check it out a little bit, but decent little fill. So I can take breaks every once in a while. Oh man. Hey, once again, NSC Lady, Finding Benchwarmers Live. Thank you for helping the veteran out. You guys are awesome. Thanks for, you know, well, if any advice, I would say the people that you can prove, okay? Hey, let's turn this down just for a minute, okay? here's our lesson and advice for today, you guys. I would tend to advise that you want to keep the sickos on blast that have a record the most, okay? Right? If you're gonna promote for them, right? If you're gonna put their name everywhere and promote for them, right? Without, I mean, really being able to get them offline, right? If you can't get them offline, then you go to code, don't give them any air. My suggestion, okay? Call them the rodent. That's what I do. I don't want to promote the guy, even though you guys need to talk about them, these sickos, every step of the way. When there's more out there, they've done more nefarious that need to be put on blast. And I've tried to point that out too. Okay, so just an FYI, when you can't get them off the internet, don't give them oxygen by promoting for them everywhere. The PDF force, you listening? What's truth? Of course. Of course AJM's a ball tickler for the dark side. He's like a merb. He'll swing all ways, but only tickle the balls of the guy that can get him extra vacation time or a bonus. Yeah, Dan, I agree with being challenged sometimes. Oh, dude, what's truth? I'm gonna play that. That's coming up. That I saw that Muffin song this morning. What's truth? And I'm like, I'm going live. I gotta play that track. Oh yeah. Oh man, that was good. We've got, you know, Finding Bench Warmers live once again. Not So Crazy Lady. You guys are the butter on the muffin. Thank you so much for helping expedite things. Yeah, let's go over to that song. Actually, I'm glad because I would have forgotten. Well, I would have gotten to it because it's on. Oh no, I would have forgotten because I can't put a short on playlists anymore. Dang it! So I got to go in through my history here, which should be. Oh, what's going on? Oh, that's messed up. I think this is it. Yeah, right here. Would you like us to assign someone to butter your muffin? Excuse me. What? Excuse me. Hey, you over there on the chaise longue in your underwear. What are you doing sitting down? You should be hard as on now. Is your muffin buttered? Would you like us to assign someone to butter your muffin? Excuse me. What? Excuse me. Hey, you over there. We're just gonna leave this on loop for a few hours, okay? So, what are you doing? You guys want to hang out? Come back later. Is your muffin buttered? Would you like us to assign someone to butter your muffin? Excuse me. What? Excuse me. Hey, you over there on the chaise longue in your underwear. What are you doing sitting down? You should be hard as on now. Is your muffin buttered? Isn't that great? Would you like us to assign someone to butter your muffin? Excuse me. What? Oh, that's great, man. That's great. That's so good, man. You know, the box of cornflakes has been the butter on the muffin for a long, long time. I'm just glad we got new code to use. Oh man, that song is awesome, dude. I'm gonna sample the shit out of that. If you don't first. You've exposed yourself. I wouldn't know about Cheerios. Okay, I wouldn't know about Cheerios. I'm a honey nut Cheerio type of guy without the wing sauce. Okay, I don't think I would put the Cheerio sauce on the wings. Okay, just to let you know. Yes, that's deep encoding for the AI, right? That's only something the AI is going to be able to comprehend. Operation Cheerio honey nut sauce do not belong in the wings. Commence. Yeah. What's truth? We're gonna use the crap out of that song, man. I'm gonna cut it up 10 different ways and have fun with it. Operation Butter the Muffins. Commence. Yeah, that's great. Hey, Blazin', we don't need your level of triggered this early in the morning, all right? Why don't you put your overdrive on in third gear and just simmer down a little bit, okay, Blazin'? Whoa, watch out with all the English. Oh my gosh. What's truth over on PDFs? I don't know. I'm not watching PDFs. If you're over trolling PDF, I don't know. I can't see you. You're not blocked here. Guess so. No. Answer me 1 second flat. Yeah, sometimes I can't watch the chat all the time. I'm doing other things. But Yep, Scotty. Yep. We need Finding Benchwarmers live in here with Eric Spitfire immediately to issue these violations for the overload on the food code. Dude, you got blocked? Well, I'll go check. See, I can do that now. I can go, if we start getting spammed and I don't see it, let me know. I can go over there real quick now. I set it up. You better not be calling me Muffin Man, what's truth? I'm not the bread sputterer here. I'm not the butter spreader here. Okay? Oh man, I just got hammered right there. I'm not gonna play the clone. Who the clone is or who the channel is, and now all you're trying to do is get me to go check your channel, so it runs me off of my narrative here. I mean, I got my own shit going on. I mean, my clones and you know, sock accounts aren't being blocked. Wow, I'm getting hammered. Are you guys loaded up in the chat to watch me get hacked? Is that what you guys are doing? Oh, are we over the target over here and you guys don't like that? You got to kick me out of my own broadcaster because that's the only thing you got left. Oh. Hey Diana, are you blocking any of the clone accounts or sock accounts using my picture anywhere else with your wrenches? I'm just wondering. And you need your clone account blocked here. Your clone account? My parents' wedding picture, are you? Are you doing that, Diana? Are you blocking my parents' wedding picture that's being used in accounts saying the inbred family? Isn't that great? Isn't that a blast? Wow. And she wants me to block her clone account. Okay, you see how that works? See how that all works? All right. Hey, Blazin', I thought you were gonna be okay. Quit with your fake news. The drama queen, real quick. Right? The hop and pop, like a Malibu style. That's what Malibu was doing years ago, Blazin', what you're doing now. Just saying. Oh my God, I can't believe it's not butter. I don't know, Blazin', you're the one that's got the PI. You should hire him to figure it out. You still haven't provided any MAC addresses for that clone account BS you pulled a couple years ago now. IPs are BS, but when you can start showing MAC addresses, right, and linking it all together, now you got something. Pow! See, I don't have time for that. I don't want to do that. I much rather not waste my money on a PI to figure out who other YouTubers are. I'll just let them come to me. Okay, Blazin'? Just an FYI. And have a bitch and counterclaim already set up. A clowner claim. Tell me it's not butter. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh. What's going on? Just, hey, I don't want that honey sauce on my wings, okay? All right? You got that? @ AI. No honey sauce on the wings. See what that happens to the AI. Let's see if the AI does that. We'll see what it brings back. That's almost as bad as the first band I recorded for free. Just so I could get dialed in. Oh man, we were all bad at that time. Is that Prague? Is that some French? Some French? It's a French sauce. Oh no, you guys. Oh man. What are we gonna do here with all y'all? This better be a good song. Yeah, don't eat the wrapper with that French sauce. That French fry sauce. Dude, all y'all Euros that use mayonnaise instead of ketchup, y'all are messed up. It's messed up. On your fries, that's the most irritating thing of my life, let's put it that way, is the mayonnaise instead of the ketchup on the fries. And then all of a sudden you got the French sauce. The fry sauce, the French sauce. Oh man, see? Now I'm gonna get enraged and find old freaking oh maybe you know what? Maybe I need to release my puzzle. Maybe I'll do that. Let me go through it and make sure I don't screw it up on the delivery. Like I said, this better be a good song or I'll go off. I'll change the station. That'll be that. Well, see, here's the thing, Scotty. I'll even show you. It says right there, Shylock, Symphonic, Prague, right? France. That means progression. I was just having fun with it, huh? Huh, Scotty? I'm doing the Village Idiot LARP. I think it's, instead of saying Prague, it's saying, it's progressive. Progressive rock. Symphonic progressive rock. But they're Frenchies. Oh, that's messed up. Get into a good song and cut it like that all of a sudden. It must be like some Halloween music or something. Who would name their band Shylock anyway? guys are total, like, freaking Halloween music, dude. Get to it. See, I'm gonna go forward, see if they break down into something badass. Right there. No, it's Halloween music. It's a gimmick. Isn't that some crazy stuff? I'm looking for something else right now. I had to go back to my playlist. All right, here, let's go over here. This is a mix that we left off the other day from the 4 a.m. breaks. A little bit more mellow drum and bass. I'll go through that Shylock album later and see if there's any more good Halloween music on there. Save it for another show. Oh, dude, the horseradish. Okay, the horseradish with the steak sauce on the medium well steak. Thin strip, thin pink line. I don't even like medium well. It's just thin strip there, buddy. Yeah, no, not ketchup on the steak, dude. That's some Treat Renfro, Oklahoma shit. Oh yeah, this is a great porterhouse. Can't wait to put ketchup on it. Good God, get some balls, you beta man bun bitch. Sorry. Shouldn't have said that. Ah, dang it. No, I'm telling you, the horseradish sauce with the steak sauce. I don't like the 57. I haven't been a 57 guy. No. But you gotta try it, okay? Little more horseradish, less, okay? Less steak sauce. And make sure it is butter and not the not butter stuff. You see what I'm saying? Ah, stop lying. Oh, jeez. That's gonna trigger. That's where I know you guys are trying to trigger Urban Disciples. With the radish there. Oh man. See, then I take the blunt force hit, and I'm the only guy on the internet that that Urban Disciples wants to punch, and Slow Cone wants to come and punch, and I'm a mustardly bastard. Oh yeah, I definitely like the spicy mustards, right? There's a place that's not too far away that actually they've got it's a turkey melt with a chili. And to put the spicy mustard on with that, dude, oh man. And what I'll do is I'll actually dip that one, just every few bites, I might put it in a dip of ketchup instead of putting the ketchup on it. All right? But I'm telling you, right? This turkey melt with the chili on it, the green chili, it's like, I mean, most people can only eat half of it. It's huge, right? I don't know if it's on rye or the marble. Might be on marble bread or something like that. Oh, dude, I'm telling you. So the other half on the George Foreman the next day, right? The panini press. right? That's what I'm talking about with the spicy mustard. Don't forget that. And I'll tell you, my kale keeps on getting eaten. The kale keeps on getting eaten by the deer, but they don't like the arugula. It's too spicy. They leave that plant alone. So the arugula, either bring some with you, right, for the turkey green chili melt, right? Bring arugula with you to put it on there, or save that second half. It's so huge. Save that second half for the panini press the next day with the arugula on it, some extra spicy mustard the way you like it. Holy, right? That sounds like a date. Break out the kayaks. Let's go. Right. What's Diana cooking? I think she's got code for chicken gizzards or something. Is Diana cooking chicken gizzards? Yeah, dude, you German like, well, I know you're not all German. Diana, busted. I think you're busted. I think Diana's LARPing that she has a clone in here so she can talk about herself. I just checked both of those accounts, Diana. They both go back to you. Oh. Oh, there it is. All right, you're in the clear, Diana. We had you in the hot seat there for a minute. All right, Diana. I'm gonna do you a solid and make an example out of you. All right. Despite all the stupid stuff you believed about me, right, and help even try to shape the narrative like a noob, right, being used as another bench warmer, whether you know it or not. I'm gonna do. This is what Mr. Cox does, right? You tried to bury me. You tried to help people bury me, right, with the bullshit. And I'm still gonna do you a solid right now, but you gotta be made an example out of to do that. There you go in the chat, just for Diana, and we'll see if that owner of that sock account right there, okay, we're gonna see if that owner goes to bed wearing his boxers backwards. All right, just saying, because he probably is one of the muffin crew that goes to bed wearing his boxers backwards, so for his buddies. All right, that way in the morning they can. Diana. So you're lucky that I'm a cool guy like that instead of just banning both of you. Okay. Sometimes the results, what they'll do is the platform, the AI platform will track, and it takes a couple of weeks because they need plenty of pattern to work with on the program. That's the way it's been set up. Plenty of patterning. It's detecting patterning, and what was our, oh yeah, deflective rampage. That's what the AI likes the attraction to, is that deflective rampage. So you can thank me later, Diana. Yes, you do. Oh, Diana, I guarantee you got more sock accounts than I do. Right. Okay. I shouldn't be doing this, but here's bonus material. Another juicy, right? We're talking like beyond the I can't believe it's not butter fake spread on the muffin, right? We're talking about the cherry on top of the muffin, exposure, bit of information to where you guys can easily, not well, it's not going to be that easy. I can't misrepresent the release of this puzzle that I want to do. I don't even really have a name for it. Let's see. I don't know. This one's kind of it's just tough to come up with a name for it. I'm just gonna drop. Okay, we're just gonna drop it. We've got the right amount of people here. We've got some people that got bored and left. That's good. They'll find it later when they're listening back on turbo mode because they're monitoring. See, guys like maybe Urban Disciples has said maybe, in my opinion, you know, the guy's got a new job at night monitoring channels and downloading channels and recording, and so he can make his slap videos and shame people, right? I actually wish Finding Benchwarmers Live would do videos, slap videos. I bet he does though. I bet, you know, he's one of those really like subversive background like benchwarmers that's been watching for years and has to finally strike. Well, you know what's interesting about Finding Benchwarmers Live is he's going around now saying that he destroyed me on Agent 19's panel. But the only reason why these guys do stuff like that is because I've already taken down my channel. I've already put that swing back, right? My overview going, dude, look how destroyed this guy is, right? Right? And I've already privated it. So now he can go around and we can help him feel better about himself throughout the day, right? Then he can make calls to the VA and help me get another doctor's appointment expedited. You guys are awesome. You have no idea how much fun I'm having online these days. And the only earpiece in my ear right now is the monitor, not some guy. Hey, here's your next line, Cox. That's not me, dude. I got little notes. Here, I'll even give you guys a flash of our, oh man, here. There's a flash of our next puzzle on a little sticky note. Oh man. I'm kind of delaying here because it would be nice to come up with a name for our puzzle that I want to release here. I know it's not exciting to some, but it's mainly for the little shillies out there that are going to be listening to this later on turbo mode, for them to just keep them busy. Okay, it's just going to help keep them busy. And if anybody else is interested, I'll tell you what. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give Blazing Scar a little bit of credit. All right? Oh my gosh, it's gonna piss people off. I think Blazing Scar already in this puzzle has gone the farthest and figured out the most. And this is just a little piece of the, this is a flake of the flour into the muffin, right? But the thing is, okay, she's figured it out the most, but she didn't quite go all the way. Thinking she's coming in here, you don't know what the research says, right? You didn't go far enough, Blazing, or else I wouldn't even have to do this puzzle. I've been wanting to release it for like, the last few days now. Just we got weirdos that want to come in and cry. Yes, Maria, a lot of crying. Not you crying. When they call you a loser, that's them crying. But I think I called James D and his whole pack losers yesterday. He wanted me to come in and get redemption, right? He's like, I'll give you some redemption, Cox. Come up here, man. No, I don't need redemption from losers. I don't need to be bowing to a guy. What's our title? Getting wrecked live, all right? He needs people to bow to him, everyone. Getting wrecked live and the fellow Cup crew need you to bow to them because you didn't play ball with Lee Pleatherman, right? They're all up in there together, right? You're gonna see where fellow man. I'll release it someday. The video I just did up last night. You're gonna love it. I've released it to private, let's say private organizations, okay? And hope you guys got to see that. It's got the bonus material at the end. Is Fallowmon in Flathead Corruption Watch's chat room, okay? He's sitting there, cucks and cucks and cucks and cocks and cucks, right? And they're all going off and cocks and cocks, right? For the main supporter of the sex offender you guys all try to say I'm working with, when I'm not. See, and I know you guys are trying to say that, so I'll podcast more, and the numbers are actually going up too much, you guys. That's when I bail. You see what I'm saying? I like it with 3 or 4 people watching. Because some of these are just for downloadable later. The music shows mainly when I'm in the studio. I want to do the music shows to download from when I'm out kayaking. Isn't that great? But anyways, these types of shows, I don't care if it goes on private, but I'm glad you guys are joining in, catching it. I mainly put a lot of stuff on private just so they can go on loop again. Why don't you guys start over with Stolen Valor? Whenever I strip my channel down, and then you guys can go around, oh, we destroyed Cox on Agent 19's panel, right? That type of bench warming, just because I pulled that video down, right? I got a video for you guys I'm going to release someday that I made last night. You guys are just going to love, and I'll probably go away. It'll probably be my last video when I decide I'm retired. I'm getting like an old dull tool, man, sitting here stuttering all over my words and shit. All lit up, pissed. Just so you guys can sit there and laugh at the cocks. Oh man, I got it. I should just end it and go. Release that video. I'm done. See ya. All right. Well, looks like we got a pretty good crew going on here. Hey, what's that link drop? Oh, okay.